stream. So
Nice.
Roll
pushed
that
the
magical stream button.
button. Now we're
You
just
press
waiting
it?
for it to show up in the live.
That looks pretty. Yeah. Oh
Ah!
yeah.
Battle seizure Haber.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh,
That's
wait.
the worst.
Yeah, what is that?
It's
Lights?
my brain is
It's
dying.
I get it.
It's what happens whenever he finds a Pokemon in the brush.
I'm turning that on.
Alright.
If we win our battle tonight, I'm
All right.
definitely throwing that on.
That will be the Haber Panic Disco. Alright, anyways, hey everybody, welcome! It's Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. That means it is time for TForce RPG.
Hold
It's a
on.
long story.
This will probably be
My-
more of the panic.
Oh god, no, that's just the seizure. Anyways, I'm Lashak, the GM here of this game and of the TForce RPG for part of the Trinity Force Network, and we're running you through every week we run you through a custom Pathfinder RPG game, tabletop, where me and this colorful band of mooks, yes, mooks, I'm calling you mooks again, run through this custom little story with their have adventures, misadventures, and typically ruin any plans that I may have had. So, where we left off last week, the indomitable T-Faps had allied up with El Negociator and were making their way up into Mount Victoria to deal with this dragon, which apparently the Negotiator had dealings with this Caligrosta dread. And they climb up the mountain, get exhausted, continue to climb and try and sleep, and are woken in the middle of the night by a large, red, angry dragon flying by. The Negotiator speeds off towards the dragon's cave, and everyone else gets up and follows despite not having gotten a full night of rest. So, where we landed off there was they had climbed up on the ledge and watched the Negotiator get thrown out of the mouth of this cave and turn and look at them and go, "That is not my dragon."
Hey, what do you mean that's not your dragon?
That's not the dragon I have dealings with. Not the right dragon at all.
Well, how
So,
big
wait.
is the dragon you have dealings with?
Not that
Yes,
big.
I'm confused.
A little bit smaller.
So is the dragon that you have dealings with an actual dragon or a draconian?
Oh no, he's a dragon. He's not that large, not that rude either.
Has there been any reportings by the citizenship of Victoria Point of like reports of dragons or dragon-based activity?
Well, of course there have been reports of dragons. I have one in my employ.
Well, just to be clear, when you say it is not your dragon, are you saying it is not physically your dragon, or the person who was your dragon is no longer your dragon, but it is still the same physical dragon?
I'm a little worried that he just got thrown out of a cave and we're out here arguing semantics.
Is it this
Never mind
moment-
that.
While you give this very brain-numbing questions, Hasser, and the Negotiator looks at you very confused, it's at this moment that you guys hear a loud, rumbling voice coming echoing from out the cave. "Well, don't be rude. Aren't you going to come in and say hello?"
Not if that's how you treat your guests.
Say please first.
I'll say hi to him. He seems really nice.
He threw out the negotiator.
Hey, I don't know dragon customs. Do you?
No.
So, no, what do I know about
That's a fair point.
and what type of dragon is it?
Well,
Do
you
we
saw
know?
that it was a red dragon, judging by how it burned in the night like flaming magma.
Magna.
The Magna Carta.
Magnum
It
PI.
burned like the Magna Carta. Anyways,
I want to see a Mavis Bacon dragon.
Mavis Bacon Dragon.
We haven't even
Oh.
done anything. And we're
Figures
off
out home
topic.
broke.
God
Bacon
damn it.
teaches eating.
All right, well, moving on. The voice roll there. Anyway, you can make a knowledge arcana to see what do
I would love to do
you
that.
know about wagons.
Wagon.
Got a 12, so 25.
I got. What is it?
I don't have that.
I got a 20.
23.
All right. Well, you all know that red dragons tend to be very proud, arrogant, manipulative, controlling, mean, power-hungry creatures that like to hoard vast amount of wealth and look down upon all things that are not themselves. They like to live up in the mountains, and they breathe burning hot fire from their mouths and are quite capable spellcasters and ferociously powerful beings. As far
Do you,
So
if you say that out loud?
So,
okay.
if I'm getting this right, a dragon can be a necromancer?
Yeah, dragons can cast various spells, including necromancy spells.
That is very scary.
Did,
I have a huge
did,
boner right now.
did somebody say that they like to hoard wealth? Did like anybody mention that?
I mean,
aloud?
that's a common, at very least, like, you know, urban
Yeah.
legend that dragons hoard tons of gold.
This is basically like if Venris was a dragon and didn't spill hot fire and cast decent spells.
Okay,
you
I'm
have-
gonna
you have to-
start. I'm gonna start making my way for the mouth of the
Excuse
cave.
me, before you start saying whether or not Venris can spew hot fire, you need to listen to his mixtape.
You don't know what he's
I am
about.
disgusted.
So,
No words.
no words. So yeah, you're all left there as that loud rumbling, goes into from the cave, and you hear the sound of something large moving deeper into the lair as the glow gets a little more faint. And you're up there. You know, the negotiator is well aware that this is not the dragon he is used to dealing with. Calagros is not nearly so big or so powerful that it could toss the negotiator around.
So it's literally a different dragon.
Yeah, that's what he did say, like
Well-
right off the bat.
Yeah. What I was trying to get at is it the same person that just changed personalities, or is it an entirely different being?
I need a dragon with multiple personality disorder, please, LaShaw. Can you put that on the docket? Because that would be hilarious.
Done. On the docket.
Smeagol as a dragon.
No, so it is a completely different dragon.
Completely.
Okay.
Much larger, too.
Oh, jeez.
I want to attempt to sneak into the cave, like try to do so without making my presence too much known.
I want to look around for some booze before we do this. I am not ready for this shit.
I'm casting heroism on myself and my brother because this is going to be a long night.
Benric, do we have any booze inside the bag of holding, or anywhere?
I got plenty of wine.
That'll
20
do.
bottles, actually.
Now, Venris, what you know, because you had the highest of the knowledge arcanas that the others don't, is that large, older dragons like that have the ability to sense, what's referred to as blind sense, and they can pick up the presence of anything without having to see or smell it within a certain radius around them.
Okay. Yeah, Hiram, I think that you can't stealth in. This dragon's pretty powerful. They know where you are at any given moment.
He doesn't know I'm sneaking. I still have to roll my disease dice, do I not?
Yes, actually, because that last night we did not roll for your fortitude save against disease, so do it up.
Yeah, let's just get that out of the way. I'm gonna do Tanishi.
He throws up and
he
loses all of his
roll?
stealth.
Where is my fort save? I'm looking for those stats.
Under
Being super
defense.
sneaky.
I mean, it did say at midnight was when he would turn into a ghoul, so no.
That is an 11.
No, no.
Raggy.
Off to a good start.
Let's see.
Real good start.
That's going to be lose one con and
Uh-oh.
2 dex.
Oh, man.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Oh, sorry, and that means you have to get successful rolls all over again because it takes a certain number of consecutive successful fortitude saves to cure yourself of the disease.
So, is that now a total, or is that an additional negative?
It's on top of what you were already. It adds on.
So I am -3
Yes,
dex
diseases
and -2 con.
Diseases kill by
Hachi
consistently
machi.
doing that until you go down to 0 in a stat. And when you go down to 0 in a great number of stats, you're dead.
Alright, well, I can still throw some sort of hits. Alright.
Look, guys, when we eventually meet the dragon, we need to treat it with the utmost respect. And I'm staring at Chiro.
I don't.
I have
even
no
care.
idea why you're looking at me.
You're the most disrespectful person in the group. I hate to tell you that. No, I
Let's
don't.
go,
I love to
let's
tell
go
you
meet
that.
our friend.
It's super true.
So
Upon
I
mentioning
can't.
Oh, so upon mentioning of the most disrespectful member of the group, you all suddenly miss Lumalia.
I miss Oliver. I miss Oliver.
I look at everybody in the group and I'm like, well, I'm not the most disrespectful person
You
formerly
had
in the group.
you had
I'm
your
the
moment.
currently most disrespectful person in the group.
Hey, negotiator, what do you recommend we do at this point?
I say we fight it, or
Um,
we make it
I
work
agree.
for me. That has worked for me in the past, so I shall do it again.
All right.
Lead the way, buddy.
I guess we'll.
Fenris, give me that bottle.
I
All
have
right.
some of the good shit.
All right.
I
Diplomacy first.
down that whole bottle.
All right. And for those
Let's
of you in
go,
podcast land, Hasser is also actually drinking hard liquor on stream. No.
Let's do it. I'm ready. Oh god.
All right. So
I'm hoping, by the way, you got Benedict Cumberbatch to voice the dragon.
I wish. I wish. So.
Yeah, I hear the CGI we'll be using is going to be great.
Oh my God! You're not even prepared for the graphical interface
Like
that won't exist.
32 pixels. It's gonna be amazing.
3D shadow puppets.
It's gonna look like Trogdor.
All right, so you guys are all ready and begin to head into the lair of the dragon. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
You guys all
Striding
begin
in.
proceeding in, and immediately this large cave entrance you walk into starts like sloping downward in kind of like a spiraling manner. You're up near the very top here of this peak, so wherever his lair is continues to go down deeper into the mountain. Though it's a huge tunnel, large enough for a dragon of that substantial size to fit through. As you begin crawling, going down and down and down, it's you get past any source of light.
As soon as it starts getting dark, I want to cast light on my meteor hammer.
Yeah, I activate my Ion Stone.
I will cast light on my Earthbreaker.
Well, you have low light vision or whatever it is, right?
Yeah, it's more to help you out.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
But you still
So
have-
am I benefited
Still
by
need-
there?
Still need a light source for low light vision. Low
Okay.
light, not dark vision.
So, you guys continue down for about 10 minutes worth of walking when suddenly the spiral area opens up into looking down over a large area. This big opening where there you see various different tunnels and other ways going off from it, and down, like in a large bowl, you see this humongous dragon kind of sitting there curling around a large pile of gold and a large pillar of ground sticking up from it. To the side of him there seems to be a pit where you see there is a humongous metal cage being lowered down into the pit. And inside of it is a significantly smaller red dragon with this like crazy muzzle and shackle around its neck and this glowing red orb on its throat, and its eyes are closed. And there's a whole bunch of these little reptilian-looking creatures operating the wench, lowering this thing down deeper into the pit.
I assume that is your dragon?
Yes, that is mine. And we must take it back.
Of course, yes, we must take it back.
Anyone can from back here can attempt a spellcraft check.
No.
Oh, beautiful.
Another 12. Nice.
19 total.
Don't fail me now.
I done crit failed the spellcraft check.
Look at all
25.
them golds, Kargan!
9. You know.
So no. That's what
Yeah.
you get for
25.
for not doing the spellcraft check.
Right.
Yeah.
So Venris, wow, the only one that rolled high enough, and so happens to be your area of expertise. You look kind of odd back here and start looking at the pendant on this thing's neck as it's being lowered down, and you're kind of trying to figure out what sort of magical enchantment could be upon it, And while you do, you notice that there is a similar sort of like red gem on a like gorget on this humongous dragon's neck that is glowing a brighter red. And it's a real quick thing for you to realize that there is some strong necromancy at work here, and the larger dragon has a connection between these two gems where it is consistently draining the life force of the other dragon. So whatever spell or ritual is at work here, he is taking the power of the other dragon to make himself stronger.
Guys, do you see that necklace? That
Yes.
that thing is sucking its life force.
Wait, what?
Ah.
Should we
And
take the necklace?
If we want to free it, I'm afraid so.
I still think
break
we're in over our head.
What else is new? All right.
But this is a dragon. This is
Okay.
kind of a whole nother level
As
of...
you're sitting here, the dragon looks up at you and smiles a wide grin. Welcome!
All I'm saying is we better hope the stars are aligned tonight.
Pardon the mess while I put away the trash, as the cage lowers deep into the pit out of view now, going somewhere deeper into the recesses of this dragon lair. The small reptilian creatures that remain scurry off into tunnels out of sight.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
The small little reptilian-looking creatures, the kobolds.
How many of the kobolds can I see?
You saw 10 of them?
Kobolds.
You saw 10 kobolds.
Okay.
And they were operating the mechanism that was lowering this cage down into a pit. And now that it's kind of gone completely out of view, they scamper off into little tunnels that are along the side of this large, kind of almost bowl-shaped cavern. And the dragon looks up at you all kind of grin with like a almost like cat-like grin from atop of its hoard of treasure and gold. It says, "To what do I owe the pleasure of such visitors at this hour?"
You have taken my servant, and I will kill you.
I say
look at-
nothing, but I want to start kind of eyeing up the dragon and see if I can find any weak spots in its hide. Because I've never fought dragons. I have no idea how to fight a dragon. I'm looking for something that's potentially going to be vulnerable.
And I look at the rest of the party to be like, see? I didn't start it this time.
As far as vulnerability in this thing goes, it's like 120 feet tall with gigantic, thick, metal-like scales covering all over it. But if what Venris said is true, the closest thing to a weak spot would be somehow involving the amulet where it's empowering from the other dragon.
Got it.
Because as strong and formidable this is, it's only going to be stronger while it's sucking the life out of Calagros.
How durable does the necklace look like? Like the gem specifically?
Well, the gem is easily like the size of you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's like a near
No.
6 foot tall gem attached to some like onto like a metal gorget around this guy's neck. Well,
I don't know what to do.
I'm afraid that your servant is being useful to me now, masked man. But I am in a forgiving mood. If you were to turn around and leave my lair now before you have caused me any inconvenience and report back to the others that this is my territory now, then I'll allow you to walk away with your life.
I'll look around at the group, just like a quick glance. And what about the travelers that have been taken to your lair against their will? What of them?
Like most lesser beings, they are bent for my will and for me to use as I please.
See, you have to fight him now.
Yeah. Could you be persuaded, perhaps, to let them go?
The ant wishes to bargain with me. What would you have
Here,
to
roll
give
this dice.
in exchange?
Well, we
Um,
won't kill you if you agree.
Chira, please let me handle this.
This man I like.
I'm dead serious. We won't kill you, giant dragon.
I take a step forward, and I want to do a dazzling display in front of the dragon to try to intimidate him.
Dazzle, shine on, you fucking rock star.
19, and then that is plus. Where is the shit? Oh my god. Okay. 29.
That's
You-
pretty dazzling.
That's a good dazzle.
You step
Yeah.
forth and grab up your meteor hammer and, show off a martial display of your prowess of how well you can control the thing and send it careening, kicking the ball part of it out and breaking away a large chunk of the wall next to you before looking back at him.
As he's doing that, I want to try to find a spot where he can't try to find me. Just try to hide a little bit.
Make a stealth check. So while you are, spinning the meteor hammer around, twirling it and smashing it into the wall, the dragon looks up at you and just begins to chuckle. That was quite a festive dance you have, holy man.
Thank you.
While the dragon is distracted with Hasser's beautiful display, is that a
Yes.
7? Did you roll a 7
I rolled
on
a
your
7. Yeah.
So I walk over to Fenris, who is clearly not very good at hiding from anything but his personal demons. Long Noodle,
Second episode, you've already nailed it.
you and your friends, you run and you free my dragon. I can distract this lizard, but I need your help.
Yeah, but I don't get hit by fire.
I will personally beat your ass into the ground if you don't do it.
I like this guy.
I go into the fetal position.
What?
That sounds like the long noodle we know.
Move past Long Noodle and go to Kargan and repeat my plea.
Huh. I don't see why not, guys. You guys got anything against saving Tiny Dragon before we take on Big Guy?
Do I have a problem with not facing the giant dragon? No.
Just checking. I have a way to get us down the pit if need be, without dying.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Are you gonna YOLO Featherfall?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
No.
excited for this.
Let me just make sure I've got enough feather.
How many people can you featherfall?
Yeah,
Where-
checking right now.
Where was the mechanisms that the kobolds were using?
It's over to basically this large area, which is roughly about 500 feet all in all across this bowl. The dragon is kind of sitting over to the left part of that, and over on the far right side is where the pit, the hole in the floor, with the large winch that the kobolds were operating.
Okay. If we start this distraction process, because I imagine if we do it with that one, we're just going to get stomped. That's the first thing I'm going for. I'm going to go for the widget thing.
Okay, well, what are you intending to do to the widget thing?
I want to try to operate it to get the thing up.
Didn't it take 10 of those coldbots to do that?
Yeah, but they're little.
Why don't we just jump down the pit and just free the dragon so it can fly?
Guys, the dragon's standing right next to us.
You're on the floor.
What's
Shut
the
up.
plan?
Back in a fetal position, Long Noodle.
I'm just saying.
I don't fucking care. We're doing something. Let's just do it. I'm done talking.
Yep.
I
I'm
always have
going
the
to make
patience.
a running. I'm making a running sprint for the widget.
Oh.
Go get him, Mask Man.
So, as they begin their decision to somehow free my dragon, I'm gonna kind of walk up to his line of sight and say, "Great lizard, you will fight me and end up as a face on my mantle."
Did I yell dibs on his scales?
In response to that, as you guys begin, and the negotiator stands up there, and it's like he lights up all of a sudden. Like there's this golden glow to him as he stands there and raises his fists. His cape seems to billow in a wind that isn't present, and he almost for a moment looks like he's like 12 feet tall. And the dragon suddenly just looks as angry as you can imagine. 120 foot tall. I don't even want to guess the weight on that thing. Tons of red scaly ancient magic lizard could. And it just launches from its perch and jumps straight at the negotiator. As they crash into a wall in a resounding, thundering boom. As you all run your asses past, Hira making it straight towards the widget.
I want to help with the widget.
So you're just attempting to crank it up?
Yeah, I want to start to rise it.
All right, let's give strength checks as the sound of the...
All right.
You occasionally hear loud cries of battle from
19.
the negotiator as he is literally grappling with this dragon.
19.
You guys...
I'm gonna use.
I crit failed.
So, Chira, you're tired and a little nervous and excited, and your hands... Knees weak, palms are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. You just lose your grip on the wench, and Hiram has to do all the work. And he just pulls up, and he's like, "Oh, I got this." It's a little heavy. Hiram's feeling good about himself. He's looking confident, and the chain comes up, and there's the end of the chain with nothing attached.
Jumping down, come on!
Yeah, I turn to Kargan and I wait until he casts Featherfall on me, and then I just immediately jump down.
Chira, ride the chain down.
I'd like to ride the chain down.
Give me an acrobatics check to jump over and grab the chain.
I can probably do this, even though. Oh god damn it! I can't believe I failed that last check so hard. All right. What is that? That is 16.
All right, that's more than enough. It's not that far out there. You kind of look back and run and jump and grab onto the chain. Hiram lets go of the wench or the widget, whatever.
No, I don't. We could die tonight.
I definitely shouldn't have looked up Ancient Red Dragon in the bestiary.
Nope.
That answer. That.
Alright. I'm gonna get on my owlbear and tell Bank to get on it as well, and tell Kargan to cast it on the owlbear and not on me.
I casted the spell once on all 5 of you idiots. Let's go. That's how this works.
When did you get an owlbear?
It's a
last
skeletal.
Well,
skeleton.
He dug it up.
He dug up an owlbear skeleton and animated it.
Okay. All right.
So,
All right.
Chira jumps over, grabs the chain. Hiram lets go of the widget, and the chain just starts pulling down with Chira riding the chain downward into the pit.
Oh god.
It's, +2 swag points to Chira.
Good job.
It was Hiram's idea, so.
Okay, so +1 swag point to each of you.
Okay.
As Kargan casts Featherfall, and for the experience this will allow him to, you get up on the back of your owlbear with Bank, and the 3 of you Featherfall down on the back of the owlbear. As everybody, Hasser said that he jumped down. Hiram, are you going too?
No, I'm going to stay at the top and man this widget thing, because I don't think all this down in the pit is going to help. I think we're just going to find him at the bottom of the pit, and someone's going to need to pull you guys out. So,
How
Okay,
deep is the pit?
you
we
don't
don't
know.
know. Just jumped.
It's fine.
So you guys are feather floating down. Now, Cherry, you look up and see from the light above you of the rest of your companions gently floating downward via magic while you are riding the chain, because you're metal.
Yeah, metal as fuck.
Metal as fuck. and you go down, 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 and then slam, your feet hit, it's a chain and your feet hit after going a great length down on top of something solid and metal. And it's it's almost completely dark there, but the glow of the dragon in the cage beneath you illuminating the room. And I guess I will draw a pretty picture.
Yes. Draw
Pretty,
door dragon.
pretty picture.
And there's going to be no little happy trees, are there?
Nope,
There
not a
will
single one.
They're happy, but they're totally just happy to kill you. They are evil, angry
Just happy to be
trees.
here.
There's ant?
Trent.
Oh, shit.
Nasty hobbitses.
Nasty hobbitses indeed.
That's a great looking dragon.
That's not a dragon.
That's the
Circle.
best dragon I've ever seen. I thought he was supposed to be red though. That's a black dragon.
Oh my god.
It's a black outline dragon.
Don't make fun of his rock drawing.
I hate you guys so much right now.
That's the rock?
Yeah, and you can smell exactly what he's cooking right now.
I honestly can assume the negotiator was basically the rock. Wearing a luchador's mask.
No, Blackhawk kind of looks a little bit like early Jack Black. So I'm picturing straight up whatever Jack Black movie where he played a luchador.
Nacho Libre? Yeah.
Yeah, Nacho Libre.
So you come down
Or
Jura,
brawl.
and land on this cage in this large, dark room. And it's kind of hard to see everyone, but with your low light vision, the glow from the dragon, you can, as the rest are making their way down slowly. You get a good moment to look around. Can you give me a perception check?
I would love to give you a perception check. That is 23.
A 23. Well, immediately what you notice over to the south, sitting on top of a pile, and also glowing thread. It's not as big as the first dragon, not as big as one of the other, but there is indeed a small red dragon, probably roughly about 20 feet high, over to the south wall, staring at you with a very cat-like grin from the corner there as the rest come floating down.
Hey, what's up, buddy? And I'm on top of the bigger red dragon though, right?
You're on top of the cage that the bigger red dragon is in.
Alright, how far am I from the dragon and how close can he get to where I'm at so I can get the amulet off his neck?
Let's see,
Or could I slip through the cage?
The cage is actually solid on top, that's just the image I'm using
Okay.
there is not. So you'd have to swing down into the cage.
I can do that too. I'm doing that.
Alright, make an acrobatics check.
Alright.
And then around the room you also notice the...
So 22.
The kobolds that had gone missing are all around the room here. In 22, you immediately, as it slips there, slip down and are inside the cage with this seemingly comatose red dragon that's rather big now that you're here and realize that you could fit inside its mouth.
Not worried about it. I pull out my sword and I try to cut the thing off its neck.
Okay, you need to give me a sunder. Basically roll damage. Though I'm actually going to need you
Okay.
to make a combat maneuver check just to make sure that you're not accidentally cutting the dragon's neck in the process.
What did I get? I just rolled it in Slack and I got 19!
Got 19? Okay, so
Yep.
you strike into the thing and you feel like roll damage for me.
Oh shit, what do I have to roll for damage? Is that 2d6? Greatsword? Yeah.
Plus modifier.
Don't forget
Plus
power attack.
modifier. Hold on. Well, you know what? I will power attack this. Thank you, Mott. I appreciate it. I need somebody to tattoo power attack on somebody's forehead so I can see it. I instantly know. Hold on. Attacks.
Oh, that was lag. Now explains why.
There's two of me!
There are...
My
I was
God.
kept trying to drag out your icon, and there's some issues with Roll 20 tonight.
Dennis,
Yeah,
what are you doing over there?
So wait, is it plus? It's plus my melee attack.
Your
For damage?
Yeah, it's just a normal damaging attack.
Okay.
Nothing.
You know what?
Nothing's else to it.
I rolled a 6
All right.
total.
So you.
Wait, what?
I rolled 6. I need what do I need to add to that?
Your strength
Oh.
and a half, just like normal.
Okay.
Just
All
like
right.
any normal weapon attack that you've
so
done
I
for
did-
the past
I did 12.
16
I did 12 total.
episodes. All right. So you smack into it, and your sword just bounces off. You're not even able to take a chunk out of it.
It's not like wrapped. I thought it would be like wrapped around his neck or something.
It's like it's like on a solid metal collar.
Okay.
The gem's embedded. You try and crack into it, and you get nothing. It seems to be made of very, very strong metal.
Okay.
And as you guys the rest of you fall down here, hearing the sound of Chira striking something metal with his sword, but are unable to see him because you're still just floating down. You land on the ground and immediately see Chira inside the cage with the dragon, trying to strike at the collar it's wearing with his sword. And around the room, getting into position, are several kobolds with crossbows taking a position behind rocks and up on a ledge, and a smaller dragon sitting smugly over in the corner, getting up and stretching in a very cat-like manner, twisting its head, looking at you curiously.
Which one of the kobolds looks the most scared out of all of them?
Perception check.
17.
You'd probably say this one because he up in the northeast portion of the cave, because he's the furthest
Okay.
away from any other kobold.
Alright, I want to casually walk up to him and pummel him into the ground.
All right. Well, this is the point that we are going to need to do that
Roll
handy little
initiative.
thing that we like to call initiative.
Ooh, I actually rolled
How
well.
deep is this hole?
Oh, you don't know. You can't actually see down there, but
How deep is the hole of shock?
well, make a intelligence check to see how well you
Fuck my
can,
initiative.
I rolled a 19 for initiative.
That's fair. I have like no initiative right now.
Actually, that's it's 20 total for my mod. But I need to make an intelligence. You said?
Right. See if you can calculate how far you went down on the chain.
10 total.
I mean, easily 100 feet.
Ooh.
So I probably couldn't be shooting from the top.
You don't have vision of anything from up there.
Just shoot straight down. Blind shots.
Because
Well,
that
alright.
could never go wrong.
Never. Obviously.
Hey, guy with the weakened constitution, just jump down the pit. It's fine. Don't be a baby.
I mean, he's
And the weakened dex trying to acrobatics down the chain.
Venrus, what was your
Trying to shoot an
initiative?
arrow.
16.
Kargan,
I crit.
fail
Ooh,
or
nice.
success?
Crit success, sorry.
And what's
That's
that
a good
total?
distinction.
Yeah, that's a fair question.
And what's that total?
For me, 24.
I was like, waiting.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't roll 20s often. What I do, I just get really happy and I just sit there. I'm like, yeah!
Well, now that you're all down here, so with Kargan and Hasser landing on the east side of the cage, and Venrus with undead Owlbear and Bank landing on the west side, and Chira inside the cage, we enter into combat, with initiative beginning with Kargan.
Cool. Let's see here. There's a lot of garbage down here. I'm assuming you didn't let me race song as we were floating down when I said it.
No.
That'd be too convenient. Okay. I think I'm gonna burst into song first and foremost because everybody
I
loves
accept.
good. Yeah, you do. yeah.
I'm good.
Realizing that both Shir and I are exhausted and pissed off. Yeah, why not? Let's get a race song going. And I'm going to start moving towards to the bigger pack of kobolds over here. I want to pick a fight. I'm pissed off.
Over where?
I'm done with this. I'm going to be heading in front of the Venrus' giant skeletal owlbear, not caring, pulling out my Ice Earthbreaker. I'm ready to kick some ass. I am done. I am done with people trying to undermine and do stupid bullshit. Let's go. Let's fight.
I'm right there with you, Kargan.
All right. So you begin your rage song. What does your rage song sound like this time? Just give us a little clue, an example, something.
I have not slept all day, so it's a very angry, very short, just guttural. I'm going to kill all of you.
Oh,
I'm going to smash you and crush you and beat you.
I get it.
All my rage,
It's-
I'm still just a dragon in a cage.
I get it. You're tired. You don't want to be here, so you're like, Deo, misa de, misa de, misa deo. Daylight come now, me wanna go home.
That makes me infuriated. That is, yeah. That is rage-inducing indeed.
So realizing that you are not at home and comfortable in your bed, you and Chira enter into a rage. And it's Chira's turn.
Oh, baby. Okay. Was not prepared for that. Let's see here. I
Always
need
be
to
prepared
add
for
some
the
stuff for -2. And I am... I'm going to try and break the collar again.
All right, give me another combat maneuver.
All right, just going to see
Chira,
here.
smash!
I need a smash. That is 29.
That will successfully hit the target you want and not the dragon's neck. So roll that
Okay.
damage.
All right. And I'm power attacking this, by the way.
Okay.
That is... That's a 15.
All right. You bring your sword up and you bring it down upon the metal collar and you strike it with... You just send force into it. You want this thing to break.
Wait. I was wrong on the damage.
Oh, no.
It is... Hold on. It's a 17.
17 damage. You feel like you put a little like tiny chip into it, but not much more. But as your sword connects, everyone hears a loud bang and a rumble coming from above as the sound of and little bits of rock fall down the pit from above as you hear the sounds of tumultuous battle going on above you.
Tumultuous?
There will be lizard roasted over my stove tonight.
As you hear echoing down from the above. But you barely feel like you just managed to scratch this choker around this dragon.
All right.
And whatever this stuff is made of is magically reinforced and from a material that you think about is probably not just your typical metal.
Okay.
He's saying, stop trying.
I'm going to keep trying.
I'm just saying it's going to take a while.
If only you had a potion that gave you magic weapon that I gave you 5 episodes ago.
Wait, I have that? Oh my god, I do have that. I have that right here. Thank you so much.
So the other dragon flies over to this portion, to the south portion of the cage, and immediately just kind of like ends up, rears back, and spits fire from its mouth. You should hear its mixtape. And I need Chira, Kargan, Undead Owlbear, Venris, and I'll take care of Bank to do saving throws against some fire dragon breath weapon.
What sort of saving throw?
Awesome.
Reflex!
Alright. I have a 21.
Okay.
21 as well.
Okay. Venris, are you all aboard the 21 Express?
1 second.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
Yeah, not really. That's a 14.
A 14, okay. And Undead
And my-
Owlbear?
Owlbear. Yeah, let's do that. 26.
Oh, yeah, Owlbear is a freaking ninja, apparently. I didn't know its reflex was that high.
It's a skeleton, right?
Yeah.
The fire just goes right through it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whew! Okay, so, Venris, you take the full 28 points of damage.
What?
While Kargan and Chira each take half of that at 14, and same with the Owlbear. And Bank
Oh, that's
catches
not
the
good.
fire, too.
It's a cooked long noodle right there.
Andante.
Knowing what you know about dragons, Venris, he can only use his breath weapon every so often. So, while that hurt, you have a window of opportunity before it can do that again.
Whew.
And it's your turn.
Alright. I'm feeling a little crazy right now after I got burnt up there.
You're not on the floor in a fetal position again?
So, I
seem to recall a conversation where Vendra said Chiro would have one chance
Oh,
to do
Jesus.
damage and then he would be dead.
So I just take my amulet and I summon hundreds of ghosts next to the kobolds, they're called? Right next to these guys.
Oh, the kobolds to the southwest?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty convincing, actually.
And basically, they take 5d6 worth of damage unless they make their fortitude save, which is 19.
Oh my.
Yowza.
You're just looking to annihilate them. So, alright,
Oh.
describe to
Who
me your
brought
ghostly
Aragon?
horde, please. I want to hear this.
I feel like my ghosts are green and circling them and just trying to suck away the energy right from their life force.
Alright, so
They're all the old criminals of Gondor.
Yeah.
I was
Aaron
thinking the same thing.
so Venris Elisar commands the dead, long forgotten ghosts as they swarm around this pile of kobolds, and they attempt to resist the otherworldly pull of these undead creatures. And let's see, can they do it? That's a no. That's a yes. That's a no. That's a yes.
Natural 20.
That's a no. And that's a no. So 3 of them fail and 3 succeed. Oh,
Taking 19 points of damage.
was
Of
that
aging
a-
damage, it's technically called.
Oh, and it's halved if they succeed still.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter because the ghosts just like zoom in and grab up on all of these kobolds. And you watch their scales become molted and gray and flake off. Their eyes like get wide and pale and glossy. And it'll take on like a milk-like quality as these ghosts like drain everything from them, take everything, leaving nothing behind. And they all just like crumple and fade away to the ground, looking like they aged
Jesus.
1,000 years in one moment.
Jesus! You just took the candles of all of their lives!
That's it.
Horrible being!
This is what we are done with. Fucking lizards with fucking crossbows.
Hey, Chira, add me to the kill count.
How many was that?
Oh, well, okay, so that was 5. I'm sorry, that was 5 that he killed. Doing a total of, let's see here, 57 plus 18 more, 75 damage?
Not
Total?
nice.
That's a couple.
Who's gonna make noodle jokes now, biatches, says Twitch chat. What now?
The day's not over.
What now?
The day isn't over till Hasser's had a chance to kill himself.
So
The nat one always in the mix.
the other kobolds see this and kind of maybe soil themselves a little bit, but they're gonna fall back up onto their high ground. Wait.
It's my Albert's turn.
Oh, I forgot about Dre. Which is ironically the name of your owlbear. Where?
God damn it.
I'm going to have my owlbear charge the person in the top right all by himself going for a beak attack.
Oh, God. So the skeletal owlbear drops you off its back and just runs forward. It's soundless. No light in its eyes besides this pale red necromantic glow as it just unearly oh my god,
Oh,
as it charges up
Wow.
and just rips the kobold's head off with its skeletal
not right.
beak.
For 12 points of damage, everyone in podcast land.
12 points of damage, just like and ripping its head off. Undead
No
out
one makes
there.
fun of me.
Yes, I do. I will. every
I'm gonna
day.
continue.
No,
I don't know if the jury's out on whether or not you pissed yourself while you were huddled on the floor above.
Yeah, that's true.
the remaining kobolds then they kind of run over and back and get into some relative safety and begin to fire crossbow bolts. Right now at Venris, because holy shit!
Fair.
What's your armor class, buddy?
21.
Well, the one will hit.
Yeah.
Can I use I'm going to use a focus power as immediate action to cast Danger Sight to gain myself +2 AC, just in case.
Well, then it will miss.
All right.
You tapping into your mental powers, you're able to quickly in your mind see this crossbow with drips of this toxic-looking green liquid on its barb coming right for your shoulder. Immediately snapping out of it, you kind of just duck back to the side and it flies right past you.
I flip him off.
As is your right.
Hasser?
I guess noticing just how weak all these kobolds are, I changed my mind going for them. And I want to look the dragon in the eyes. I start to power myself up.
Do you start screaming? Yeah, I was about to say.
So tell how are you buffing yourself?
I'm not screaming yet. I just want to look the dragon in the eye and just try to terrify him like that.
Tell me your
So I'm
buffs.
going to cast Strength Blessing and Iron Skin this round.
So Hasser stares the dragon dead in the eyes, rolls back his shoulders, and then like his muscles kind of like twitch, and he like is completely flexed, and then his skin turns metal, like completely. All the flesh is now like the color of dull gray iron, as he continues to stare at the dragon, going full Colossus mode.
Let's do this.
All right, the order comes back around to Kargan.
All right. Still Rage Song. I'm going to maintain the shit out of that, and I am going to charge this dragon, and I'm going to say in Draconic, "You're mine, little dragon," and I'm going to swing my Earthbreaker at his face.
Not the face.
Yeah, the face.
The face.
Power attacking, by the way.
Oh.
I don't get that shit. It is probably going to miss. Because I rolled a 9. And I don't think I've got the modifiers to even clip this stupid idiot. Oh no, I got heroism too. That's going to be... 18?
You come up there and you slam your hammer down and you connect right onto the top of the skull, but you feel it just like bounce off the scales of its head as it just looks at you.
That's fine.
Papa Chi-Chi, Chira Jade.
Alright, I'm going to use the magic oil on my sword
Whoa.
that I have in my inventory.
You take it out and pour it over the sword. The sword glows with a pale blue light now, illuminating with this magical glow of 20 feet around you, as you have the power!
Alright, awesome. Is that is that all I can do?
I mean, that's a move action.
Oh, beautiful. I'm going to swing at the neck thing again, now with the magic sword.
Swing, bada, swing.
Alright, another CMB.
Another CMB.
That is 28.
That will successfully hit your target and not chop off the other dragon's head.
Good.
Very nice, very nice.
Just what I needed. Alright,
Damage.
and the damage is... I rolled 20 for damage.
Oh! Okay, now +1 from the magic weapon.
Well, I added the +1 already.
Okay, you swing down again, and you actually see you visibly carved into it this time. Not just a mere scratch on the surface. You think you actually managed to damage it, but it's still not broken. It's made
Okay.
of strong, stern stuff. So then, in response, the dragon looks at Kargan and just smirks like a cat
Like-
with a toy.
Chopped liver?
And it first lashes out to bite him. What's your armor class, Kargan?
It is currently at 16.
Okay. Bite.
Wow.
Claw,
It's not good.
Claw.
No, yeah.
Wing. Wing. Oh, dear God. The dragon just rears back and unleashes at you, first connecting with a bite attack.
Yeah.
Hitting
That's the
you
worst
for
kind of
9
attack.
For 9 points of damage. Then slashing at you with 2 of its claws. One connects for an additional 9 points of damage. And then both wings come buffeting at you as well, for both connecting for an additional 3 and 6 points of damage. So all in all, 27 points of damage as this thing just unloads on you with every natural weapon it can bring to bear.
Not bad.
And
Or
then
bring to
it
dragon.
It takes a small little, like, 5-step, like, pull back, and lets out a large, a little roar, and crawling out from the... Oh, come on now. Work with me. There we are. Crawling out from the tunnel are 3 smaller dragons
Oh,
that
boy.
come crawling out of other tunnels, as of answering the large roar. Which you speak Draconic, actually. So
Yes.
you're gonna say, "Brothers, get out and quit hiding and help me." Is what
boy.
is what he says. As
He's got friends!
Venris.
So I'm going to keep on as a swift action. I'm going to spend another necro point and move my ghost roughly around where the dragon is, but close enough to where it's not going to hit Kargan
So
next to him.
you send your horde of ghosts swooping across the field here.
Yep.
Just like that.
Then
Outside of the range of Kargan, you are able to look and see these ghosts swarm before you, and it is 3 spoopy 5U.
Yeah, it's a lot of ghosts.
It's a lot of ghosts as they swarm around it, and I'm assuming he has to make his saving throw against the ghost aging damage, correct?
correct.
All right, he succeeds, so we'll take half damage to your 19 DC.
I think I have to re-roll. I think I get to re-roll it every time, I think. But I can check that later.
Yeah,
For
you
my
need to
standard.
re-roll each time.
Okay. Let's do that really quick. 5d6. Or 17, so yeah, 9. And how close is Chira, like, on the edge of breaking the gem?
You can't tell. I mean, you
can't?
can do a perception check, but it doesn't look like he's really turning to it.
No, that's fine. I'll cast haste on him, or
Oh,
technically
beautiful.
it's called quickness. And it works just like haste, except for he gets a +2 on reflex and +2 to ACs for 5 rounds.
Oh.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
All right, so you empower your raging yet tired friend with the power of haste.
That's fine. I'll wait till you're big.
To you, big.
You never
And Necro Bear.
And I kind of thought it was assumed.
gotta say please all the time.
All right.
Necro Bear.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
I'm just sitting around saying Necro Bear for my own health. I mean,
I was wondering. No, I'm gonna have him charge at the closest little dragon.
all right. Well, he can. Oh, he can charge up there. He'll get an attack of opportunity from. Oh no, Kobold's got a crossbow, so he won't get an attack of opportunity. So he gets.
And that one.
Oh, that
Oh.
one.
So the dragon's kind of up on a little ledge, and it just gets its skeletal beak stuck in the little like dirt ledge right there, and is like trying to pull itself out. And
Dang it.
then we enter into the realm of the kobold. So this kobold's like, "Eek!" and like immediately steps back and is going to take another crossbow shot at Venris, which will connect. Shooting. The bolt comes flying across the air, striking you for 1 point of damage, and you need to make a fortitude save as it like grazes across your arm. Ah!
All right.
Sorry to anyone
Ollie?
in YouTube land who had to see that face. No.
19 for fortitude.
Oh yeah, your body fights off the poisonous nature of the liquid that was attached on the arrowhead from that first one shot. The others kind of fall over here together and begin and fire off a volley at, powering up metal Hasser. What is your armor class, sir?
Right now it's 22.
Oh, that was interesting. They all miss, but one of them actually like completely breaks the drawstring on his crossbow.
I don't even care.
Wow.
I'm not even looking at him.
You're not even looking at them. You're looking at the dragon.
I'm insulted that that dragon that I tried to taunt went for Karkin and the other guys.
Well, it's your turn to do something about it.
All right. I'm going to yell at the dragon while I continue buffing myself up. Hey, soft scales! Listen to me. I am the real threat here. You will be nothing more than a Zippo in my pocket by the time we are done with you.
What does that mean?
As I cast Shield and shit, what else do I cast? Vicious on myself.
As like this like translucent magical shield presents itself in front of you, and your weapon gleams with a purple dark energy, showing it to be deadly both to those it will hit and as well as taking damage from you for the sake of your victory.
Can I then move up to the dragon in this round?
I mean, you can take a 5-foot step.
I will do that. I will boldly step forward
Dong!
towards that dragon.
Dong!
Where no man has gone before.
All right. And as soon as you guys
Venus, you know
hear
what to do.
You hear another sound of loud crashing overhead as larger rocks start to fall from above. I need reflex saves from everyone.
Even
Except for
me in the
Chira.
cage?
Except for Chira,
All right, beautiful.
who despite
I was
all
about to say,
his-
I have a roof. What are you talking about, motherfucker?
So despite all of his rage, he can't get this dragon out the cage.
I've been trying real hard too.
I got 18.
17.
20. As for my owlbear.
All right. So you managed to avoid majority of whoa, hey, falling rocks.
Yeah, he's fine.
El Negociador yells from above, "Mother swung harder when she punched."
As you all manage to take 3 points of falling debris damage, as you're able to
All right.
avoid most of it. But it seems that the fight with the negotiator and the big dragon up top is causing the cave of this pit to start to fall in. And now it's Kargan's turn.
Are they too far down that if they were to yell for me to hit the switch that I wouldn't be able to hear them?
You can hear the yells because they're echoing up the cavern. Well, I guess I should
Okay.
explain to Hiram what he's seeing.
Yeah.
Being up top
Yeah.
there. So Hiram, you're standing here behind the wedge, watching the negotiator wrestle with this dragon.
Yeah.
The dragon slammed him up against the wall. The negotiator knocked its giant claw aside and leapt and punched the thing in the throat, knocking it backwards. It retaliates with a large breath of fire, completely engulfing him, but he comes out looking unsinged and dives back at it, jumping on top of it and grabbing its eyelids and pulling them backwards as the dragon finishes up and
brutal.
swats him off of his head, and then they start tumbling over onto the ground, causing and you start to notice the sides of the pit crumble and fall downward. But
All right, I want to yell down and ask how they're doing.
Kargan, as you hear from up above and the sound of Hiram's voice. How you doing down there?
There's lots of money. You should come see it.
Nice.
I look at Brom for a second, like, is
Oh,
he
yeah,
telling
Brom's
me?
I yell back, "We're fine, just killing lizards!" And I reel back and I swing again with the Earthbreaker, angrily power attacking, because I am half angry that Hesser thinks I'm not a threat.
No, just not a real one.
Yeah. See?
Damn.
That
And he
one
didn't
is-
feel any better.
Yeah, I don't feel any better at all.
You're not a relative threat.
That roll's gonna be 26.
Oh, that will hit.
Yeah, that's right. Just 9 plus 6.
So as you go and you pull back the Earthbreaker, these ghosts swarming around as you're standing outside, take a swing. A brief moment, a ghost that looks an awful lot like your grandmother kind of like flies up in front of you and goes, "Everyone likes Chira better." And you're like, "You motherfucker!" and swing your hammer through the ghost, crowning
That's
the dragon
rude!
in the face.
Why you gotta bring family into this, boss? Come on. That's gonna be 15 points of damage.
Oh, look who brought some damage with them.
I always have damage. I'm just
Some
late to the
damage.
party. I'm always late to them. Oh, I'm sorry, Mister. I take 5 turns to power up while I'm taking hits in the face.
Two.
Look.
2 turns.
All right, Kargan, you have to understand that you are Gohan, and you have to keep them busy while Goku powers up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are all just fodder for
And
Frieza.
Chira is Vegeta over in the corner just fighting for something against his own frustration and pride.
Turn that amulet.
I
I'm
started
the
fighting
Prince of
this
Saiyans.
amulet.
And can I
I'm
just
the prince of the desert.
Can I just slip? Can I just now back up and slip into the cage after I swing the hammer?
Make an acrobatics check.
You could have just said no.
No, you can attempt to, and therefore make an acrobatics check.
It means you can fail.
Does 18 work?
Oh yeah, you like crack
Okay.
this thing and go, "Oh shit," and dive back through the bars of the cage, landing next to your brother. Chira,
Hey.
Hey,
your brother dives and lands next to you. The Rage Bros are reunited.
just hanging out. I gotta get a scroll. That hurt.
All right. So I have haste now, so I get to attack twice.
When doing a full round action, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm swinging for that beautiful little amulet neck thing.
You're still going for that, huh?
I put a chunk into it last time. I actually did something. So
Maybe you'll
let's.
put 2 chunks into it this
I
time.
might. Well, it definitely when I roll a 19.
That will successfully hit without.
Not kill.
Yeah. But what's your damage?
All right. Is that a crit for
You
a
can't-
CMBD?
You
Or a CMB, you can't crit that
crit
shit.
an inanimate object.
All right, that's fine. Rolling is 17 damage.
All right, you hit it and you just like manage to scratch it a bit. Again,
Oh
this
my
thing
God.
seems to be made of really stern stuff.
And the magic doesn't help
Hint.
anything.
That's more
hint.
damage.
All right. Swinging.
If you were
I'm
not,
swinging again.
If you were not raging, then you could attempt to, identify what this is, but you can't make knowledge or intelligence-based checks while in your blood rage.
I'm not worried about it. I'm still swinging. You know what? I really wish I had the turn something small, and I could just make the dragon small and get him out of there. But
Somehow I
depressing.
don't think that would help.
I don't know. It may or may not. I rolled a 29 for my next
All
attempt.
right. Damage.
Oh, that's a good one. That is 20 total.
Again, you manage to get a chunk out of it with this one. It's still not broken, but you've managed to you got some firm purchase on that swing.
on a percentage base, how much damage have I done to this thing?
A
little
percentage
bit.
you
If
can't
any.
calculate while raging.
Fuck.
Should have gone to school.
All right.
So Dragon here flies up into the air over here a good 40 feet up and kind of hovers for a moment, kind of
See,
planning
he's scared of me now.
planning his next moment.
I would totally be able to see that, wouldn't I? From up here in the pit, if he's 60 feet up, that's 40 feet down.
He doesn't. There's not enough illumination.
God damn it.
He made the choice to stay up there.
I mean, you looking down 100 feet, you can see some small shapes, Hiram, in the low light down there, but not enough to identify what they are. If you'd like, you can take shots at them. But there's a
No!
chance.
No!
Alright, no, not doing anything yet.
Then he flies up over there and then swoops down right at Sir Venus, where he's going to attempt to do a power attack vital strike bite on Venris.
This could kill me.
What's your AC?
21.
So he hits you.
Oof.
And
Is that like a... Okay, never mind.
That's step one.
It ain't good.
let's see here. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't have anything to stop this. Dang it. Alright.
For 17 points of damage, that could have been a lot worse.
Really.
Ooh, not doing too well, fellas. I'm just saying.
Don't worry. It's got to make me big.
Join the club.
I think
Or, you
we
know,
do something else.
Or haste is cool too. I might actually use it to do something useful.
Just so everyone knows, I'm at 4 HP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, next part, ask who cares. No.
Nobody.
I care.
Who are you?
Hey, try that fetal position trick. It worked last time, right?
They're like bears. If you play dead, they'll move on.
Oh.
Like bears, if you play dead, they'll move on.
So I'm praying that's the only thing he's doing?
Yeah, that was his whole turn. The other smaller one goes up and decides that he's curious to try on this undead owlbear. What's its armor
AC
class?
13.
13? Oh yeah, he takes a bite out of owlbear for 5 points of damage.
Does no damage to him?
No damage. As smaller one here comes and decides that he's going to use his breath weapon onto Chira, Hasser, and Kargan. I'm going to need
Fucking
reflex
try it.
saves for you guys.
Reflex save? Alright.
Yeah, reflexology.
I'm not afraid of this.
9. You know.
19.
Okay.
Alright, so everyone but Hasser takes half damage. As it breathes 10 points of damage onto the three of you. Only
Ow.
so 10 for Hasser, 5 for the others.
See if I care.
The other one comes up here and decides he's going to... Yeah, that looks like fun. He's going to do the same thing. I need another reflex save from you guys.
Asshole. There we go. 20.
That's
Not
a 20.
natural.
Wait. That's a
17?
Yeah.
21.
All those will succeed. So you all
Yay,
take 4
that
points of
damage.
fire damage from this breath
Wow.
weapon. And
I
then
hate
it is
that
the
guy.
turn of one young Venrus Long Arrow.
I'm down to 1.
So I'm going to take a 5-foot step backwards. And I'm going to... Is he still within threat range of attacking me?
Yeah, he has reach. He's a
Damn it.
large-sized creature.
I'm going to do that defensive casting and cast Levitate on myself.
Oh.
You
All right, make a
realize the
caster level
dragon can
check.
fly.
I know, but this is all
Go
I
in the
got.
cage. Get in the cage.
I mean, you have another option but it's risky.
Please tell me.
You could attempt to hide in your own bag of holding and hold your breath.
Oh my god.
That sounds like what Venrus would do, honestly.
Especially after he's brought up putting living things in bags of holding numerous
I
times.
just think that that's something Venrus would think of. So I'm giving that little inspiration to you.
But that would cause an attack of opportunity, right? I would assume.
You could attempt an acrobatics check to avoid it.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Well, actually, no, I'm going to say that you could literally just take the bag and just shove it over your head without provoking an attack of opportunity. Because I want to see if you're going to try it.
Now, do I know how easy it is to escape once I enter?
You can't. Someone will have to pull you out.
And none of us would know that.
Actually, that's not true. Chira and Kargan would both probably know that with your magic.
But I'm raging, so I would not know that.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just cast Levitate on myself.
Okay. I just wanted to see if you were going to go into the back.
I did too. 34 is
All
my
right, yeah.
concentration check.
You succeed, and you cast Levitate.
Sweet. I'm flying as high as I can.
Whee! What's the movement that on that?
Wait, you need to cast something on me!
I honestly don't know what my fly speed is. I would assume it's 30, but...
It's not. Levitate can move a certain amount per turn, is what it is. So if we look up Pathfinder Levitate here, we'll see. As soon as the page loads. Cricket.
20 feet each round.
20 feet each round. So you move yourself up 20 feet.
Sweet. And as a swift action, I'm going to keep on moving my little ghosties over to these guys.
All right, you move the ghost over to the other pack of kobolds that were probably going to be looking at you with their crossbows.
Oh, yeah.
So they will attempt the fortitude. No, that's and one yes. So we need to oh god, the ghosts swarm over these ones and just drain all of their life away. And the most unpleasant looking thing, they come over there and it's a ghost completely of their ancestors telling them how disappointed that they are, and that their cousin over at the green dragon's den has a much better cave to himself. And they're shamed. They're shamed to death.
They are shamed to death.
And you
22 damage.
And 22 damage. And Necrobear.
He's going after the dragon again. That just bit him for nothing. For 2 claw attacks.
Hatchling dragon versus skeletal owlbear.
One hits for 23, I would assume.
Yeah.
Another 23.
Oh man.
Wow.
So yeah,
Alright.
he just rips and hurts this thing, and that dragon looks scared and extremely hurt and bleeding.
Now I saw on the sheet that there was like a grab plus grab. I don't know what that meant.
Oh, that means it gets a free grapple attack, a free grapple combat maneuver check without eating up any of its actions if it hits with both claws.
Okay. So 18.
Let's see here. He doesn't manage to grab a hold of the dragon though.
Dang it.
But he does take a huge chunk out of the thing. So the last kobold, starring Daniel Day-Lewis, looks around and decides to just scurry back into one of them tunnels.
There you go, buddy.
All right.
He wants nothing to do with this anymore. Hasair, you've you've Kaio-kenned. Now what can you Kaio-can you do?
Would I know that is that dragon a red dragon too?
Yeah, they're all red dragons.
Would I know that red dragons are immune to fire?
Knowledge Arcana.
I don't know if I have that. Knowledge Arcana, huh? Yeah. Oh, hey, I do have that. How about that? 13.
That would be enough to know that red dragons.
Wait, are you raging?
No.
That
Okay,
red
good.
dragons are believed to be, resistant to fire.
Okay, so I'm not going to cast fire on my weapon. And I'm going to look that fucking stupid dragon right in the eye and move towards him to smash his brains in. Can I also smash his brains in the large dragon?
You can't. I don't think you have enough movement to get to him. Because you have to go around the cage.
Okay.
Oh, actually.
If
Yeah,
I
you can.
acrobatics like through the cage?
Ooh, if you can acrobatics through the cage, I'll let you count that in towards closing the gap there. If you can do
Alright.
some fancy schmancy Garako cartwheels.
Do
Don't
it.
fail me now.
It's time for hashtag cardio air.
22.
Oh, yeah. You dive through one bar and jump out through the other, coming out the opposite end of the cage, immediately into range to attack this guy. As you swing through the bars, hopping over the dragon right past Chira.
I've had enough of your shit, and I go to attack him. Attack is 22.
That will hit.
All right. So let's kick his ass. 6, 7, 11 plus 17, 28 damage.
Oh, yeah, you come swinging through there, all the while you're charging, you're swinging up your meteor hammer, wrapping it kind of like around your arm. You dive out with one hand on the bar of the cage, fling the meteor hammer up, and just boot it and kick it straight into the dragon's face, cracking a tooth in the process.
Know who the real threat is here.
Hasser has arrived. Kargan?
Okay, so what is the state of this red dragon right now? Like, why? Because I'm trying to figure out why exactly we haven't just taken the amulet off of it.
Oh, well, you haven't inspected the amulet, and Chira's raging, so he can't really do that. All he can really do is smash.
Can I inspect the situation of this red dragon and why the amulet's still on him?
Absolutely. Do a perception check.
Yay. That is going to be plus 7, 22?
It looks like this thing is crossed under, and it's got a hard lock. That looks like there's a key that could undo this.
A lock on the amulet or the shackles that are on it?
All of the above, actually. As you're looking close, the amulet's, like I said, it's a metal choker, which seems to be attached to like this elaborate device that's just completely binding up this dragon. It's almost like a metal spine across its back that like wraps around. It has multiple protrusions that just wrap this dragon up in various ways.
May I please cast Shatter on it?
Oh, yes, you may.
Okay.
This fucking works.
Please work.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Alright, let me pull up. I need to pull up the Shatter spell. I need its full description, but the,
While I am casting the spell, I am going to say in Draconic to this tiny dragon, is like, we're here to help. Please don't hurt me.
It's not tiny. It's still bigger than you. It's just not as big as the other one.
Yeah, no, I know.
Relativity is the key here.
Right. It's a relative dragon. All right. So let's see here. Shaker's alarm noise that breaks brittle non-magical objects. What does it do against magical objects?
There's your problem there.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping like I was hoping that it was just the amulet that was magical. I really did.
You can also target a single solid non-magical object. Oh wow, yeah, it does. Wow, it does nothing against magical objects.
Yeah.
Oh well, you cast Shatter and nothing happens. Or wait, were you casting it on the single target or the area of effect?
I was doing single target on like the shackles itself and not the amulet.
Okay.
Because I assume since the amulet was magical in and of itself that would be useless. I figured the shackles were at least non-magical.
If they weren't magical, I'd have a much easier time with this.
So, all right. You still have a move action remaining?
I guess I'll pray and hope I don't take 1 damage and then keel over dead.
Chira?
All right. I look at Kark and I say, "You got this," and then I just go and charge the dragon.
With the big dragon or one of the...
Yeah, fuck the big dragon.
All right. You go jumping out through the bars, right between Hasser and floating Venris, and swing away.
All right. That is 22.
That will hit.
All right, and damage is 16 damage.
16 damage. All right, you smack into the thing.
Are you adding power attack?
Yeah, I added power attack for that.
All right, he's just rolling low. So smack into it and like hit scream, and it's like reptile roar pain as you put a slash right across the front of its face.
Nice.
And as long as the dragon like steps back and then starts to fly.
Fuck.
Straight up past Hasser, letting out a loud roar of pain and fear. Hiram, you see a dragon flying up the pit.
I'm gonna try to shoot the shit out of that thing.
Do it.
I don't know what kind of dragon it is. I'm shooting it.
Fire away.
Oh, got it. Let's see. 15 for 5.
You miss firing down the hole, like you don't have a good vision of everything that's going on here. It looks like it's just flying straight up out of the hole, though. The wee little mini dragons decide it's best to book it out of here, because they're watching their big brother run away. They don't want any part of it.
Attack of opportunity.
It used the full disengage maneuver, so it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. So it's at this point here where we have... Oh boy, to clip audio here or not? Cliffhanger or keep going?
Not really a cliffhanger for us.
Yeah. Well, having...
I might as well take a look.
All right, with the one dragon flying about the hole and away, past Hiram and just shooting out the lair. He does not like being hurt. He's too young of that. We're gonna go ahead and clip this part of the episode here with this combat having just finished with a near dead Venris, a near dead Kargan, and a fully buffed up Hasser.
I'm wasting all my shit here.
I buff 1 turn, then attack my friend.
Yeah.
Somebody got greedy.
We're gonna it's gonna be the end of episode 16, part 1, with the rest of the encounter into the lair of Caligros the Dread, or Caligros the Captured, apparently, continuing in the next part. So for those of you in podcast land, we'll see you in a few days as this episode releases. And those of you here watching us live or on Twitch or on YouTube, hang in there for a few minutes while we clip the audio, and we'll be back with the next part. Alright, exporting audio. You guys managed to not die there. Let's see.
I almost got one shot by a dragon.
My damage feels like it's horseshit.
What are you adding to... it should be what? 2d6 plus... You're
Plus
raging,
9.
Plus 9 plus 6 more for power attack. It should be 2d6 plus 15.
I haven't been adding a +6 for power attack.
That's what I asked! I'm like, are you adding
I've been adding the no, I've been adding the plus the plus 9 from strength and a half, which is part of power attack, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's just on its own. That's not part of
Oh,
power
then
attack.
fuck. Then we should be adding a +6 to
Oh my God, that's a
the
lot.
last 5 rolls.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, are you power attack? Like, you
Twitch
like,
chat.
I didn't know power attack adds a plus fucking 6 on normal swings. I need to read
when
these
you're
abilities.
using
Yeah.
power attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitch chat.
All right,
Chira, I said remember your mods. Come on.
I have
I
no reason.
remembered the mods, but he didn't know the numbers.
I have no reason to not use power attack because I have furious blows or whatever the
Furious
fuck. Like,
focus.
just assume I use power attack every fucking time I swing my sword.
I will assume nothing.
Is this episode 15?
16, baby.
Yeah, 16.
16. It's
We've
our
been
sweet
doing-
16.
So wait, I've done.
That's a lot.
Oh my god,
That's a
I've done
lot.
30 damage less. Oh my god, that's so depressing.
Especially if you're trying to deal with the damage resistance mods of Adamantite.
Fuck. All right, whatever. I'll just turn around and start swinging at that neck again. I believe.
So all those attacks that you did on the amulet was at -6 because you just didn't know the mod.
Yeah. I would have if
All right,
I
I'm gonna
counted
refill
everything. I
my
would have done.
drink. Be right back, guys.
All right.
Yep,
Yeah, I
drink
need a
filling.
drink too. Fuck. Wait. Oh my god, that pisses me off.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's 15 plus whatever you roll for your 2d6.
All right, hold on. Plus 6. Wait. It's 15. All right, yeah, because 9 plus.
9 strength plus your 6 on power attack is 15.
Oh,
plus
that's so
36.
fucking depressing.
Dude, you're gonna love it when I hit level 6 and I add some elemental damage to my rage song.
I need something. Oh,
I need to remind you is what I need to do.
Wait a second. It's plus 16 because of the magic oil right now.
Yep.
Divine Spark, it was a 50-50, honestly. Like, I really wanted to, but I didn't trust any of my party to maybe get me out in time. I was really
God, I'm
Good
so
to
bad at it.
know. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out for the night.
I feel
will
bad
see
you did
you
nothing
guys.
there, Hiram.
Yeah. I got to watch a cool dragon fight, I guess. No, it's cool though. I will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Okay, see you later.
Don't forget to do the audio for the next one.
Yeah,
And do it all good and stuff. All right. Good luck. I'll be in Twitch while I kind of wrap this thing up.
All right,
All right. See ya.
good night. Oh, that is true. Bank could have done it. Yeah. It was just one of those things where I didn't want to really risk the chance.
Is my internet?
There's 2 opportunities. Like, don't worry. The idea is now in his head. Like, Lashak didn't necessarily need him to do it right this second, but it is now a thing that he could possibly do, and we can all laugh at when he, like, you know.
When I
fails.
suffocate.
When you die. When you get to join all of your beautiful children in your bag.
The irony.
The irony indeed.
I love
Though I
it.
guess if you were a lich, it wouldn't matter. I have a question.
Yep.
If we can cast a spell that makes it so Venerus doesn't have to breathe,
Uh-huh.
could he survive in the bag?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm really planning on, is just become a lich and then just stay in the bag holding
Well,
for
all right.
eternity.
What we need is we need a rogue, and we need everybody to have some sort of spell that makes it so that they don't have to breathe, and then we just sneak into a spot, and the rogue has a bag of holding.
He just dumps it out, and like suddenly there's a
And
party.
just pulls us out, and next thing you know, it's just the fucking goon squad shows up out of nowhere.
Surprise!
Who's gonna stop
Surprise
us?
squad.
You and your what army? And he just turns the bag over, and out we come.
Oy vey.
TFAP, the party you could fit in a bag.
I love
I'm
it.
so fucking mad right now.
Last week it was the hammer. You forgot to add some mods there. This week it's you.
I didn't
got
have the
mod.
+6 last week either. Then
Yeah.
I would have won twice now. I fucking hate this game. I hate this. Part of it though is having to switch the tabs on this fucking character sheet because like, what the fuck is going on with my internet? I can't fucking visit any site right now. But my download speed and my upload speed are fine, but I can't like access shit.
Whoa. You there, Blackhawk? Yay! Everyone's here.
Wait, what? All right, hold on. I'm
Arcturus.
gonna restart this fucking page.
Okay. Because I'm ready to record whenever you guys are.
Mod had to go, right?
Yeah. Which I feel really bad about.
I thought he had to go at 10.
He said he was getting tired. He's going to watch on the Twitch, though.
Okay. Well, that's fine. He'll be hanging with Negotiator.
Yeah, he'll be help fighting.
Oh, God, numbers. Wrong stream. How close were you to using the bag?
Like I like this whole thing because he didn't have to do it now, but you just put the idea in his head for future use. I know you.
I mean, maybe.
You put it in his head. Like this is one of those things that it can pay off at any point in time for you, and you'll be happy to hear.
I'll laugh, that's for sure.
The moment you said the dragon was flying, I thought I was going to die.
It's a young dragon. It is not used to pain. And you killed all of its,
minions.
so it's running.
They hit me
it's-
pretty goddamn hard.
it's-
Holy shit!
It's running the papa.
That dragon hurt.
It's a fucking dragon. Wait, we don't have Chira and Blackhawk. Where did Chira and Blackhawk go?
I don't know.
I'm
That
refreshing
cheers.
mine.
To be enraged
Okay.
to cast spells. I've read through that shit religiously.
What's up?
I don't need to be enraged to cast spells.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't need to be enraged to cast spells. I can cast spells on myself instantaneously when I'm enraged at later levels, but like it's part of the action of raging, but I don't have to be enraged to cast.
Hey, interesting. Oh, okay. You know
You
what?
ready?
I think we lost Blackhawk too. Holy crap. It's a
All right,
grounded
Cargan.
PC. GG.
And this is
Not
going back
good.
to the conversation we had originally had where I asked when we enter a rage if I just automatically could self-cast a spell. I can't unless I do it.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can cast spells whenever the fuck I want to.
That is also correct.
Okay. Yeah.
As long as I have the spell slots.
That is also correct.
Right.
All right.
At least now that mod is here, we're not under like time restraint because of sleeping.
All right, we got Blackhawk back. Yay.
WB.
All right. So,
All right, I have a question. Wait, Lashak.
yeah,
Would that 30 damage have made any difference at all?
some, but not enough to break it.
All right. I don't feel as bad now.
He
I still feel
says-
bad, but not as bad.
Let go.
All right, is the negotiator's back. All right, cool.
You lost 5 viewers. No.
Oh, well, that's technical difficulties. It happens. Anyway, all right, is everybody ready? I will do the count off on the recording.
All right, I'm going to record when you say my name.
All right.
I'll miss you.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna make sure my microphone's working.
Them technical difficulties.
You know,
Dude,
you unplug one thing and it grounds your entire computer. It's fine.
Have you ever thought of using your beard as a pop filter, Blackhawk?
I mean, I could.
Worst,
If I could
the
just
worst thing
speak
I've ever heard.
I speak down into my beard.
All
That'll
right,
work.
everybody ready for the sound off?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
The shock here is recording. Venris.
Recording, and I killed a lot last episode.
Kargan.
I almost got killed a lot this episode.
Chiro modifiers.
I didn't modify any of the past 5 attacks. I fucking hate this game.
Passer.
Recording and planning to kill a lot more this time.
El Negotiator.
Recording and beautiful.
Yeah, great.
All right, we're recording in Modest. So, welcome everyone back for this is episode 16 of TForce RPG presents It's a Long Story, a custom Pathfinder RPG hosted by me, GM LaShock, with my outrageous cast of characters here that are joining us. Where we last left off in the first part of episode 16, the courageous T-Faps had invaded the lair of Caligros the Dread with aiding the negotiator to only find out that there was another dragon that was here, and things were
No
bad.
big deal.
So the negotiator fought the large dragon while the others went down into a pit courageously, Chira riding a chain down because he's metal as fuck, and the others feather falling. They fought a younger dragon aided by a bunch of kobold minions, and it was a fierce combat while they've been trying to free Caligros from the cage and magical enchantments upon him. They managed to wound the dragon enough to scare him away while barely surviving with Venris and Kargan being right on death's door.
Can I cast a couple Cure Light Wounds real quick? Cause ow!
So where we resume here in part 2 of episode 16 is with them at the bottom of this pit with a comatose red dragon inside of a cage shackled up with the magical bonds and a whole lot of pain for Venris and Kargan.
No, seriously, can I cast those right now?
You can start casting them. We are at the moment technically out of combat, but there is still the sound of the fighting going on above you with the sound of a larger crash as the negotiator yells out, actually in pain this time.
Before we do a whole lot else, I'm just gonna cast some healing on the party.
Yeah.
So everyone will heal 8 points of damage.
Thank you.
Okay.
Tis a flesh wound.
I'm gonna assume I heard that because he's all the way there. All right, I'm gonna burn 2 spells and then I'll scroll. So 1 second.
Kargan's like,
9.
yeah, must touch myself.
A lot. Touch myself.
Dun, dun.
So Venris, you're floating there 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna choke 2 serious Cure Light Wounds.
All right, roll that beautiful
So
heal.
3d8. All right.
Okay, 1 more scroll. Holy shit. There we go. There we go. Holy cow. That guy hurt. He hurt a lot.
dragon.
Sweet. 27.
I knew it was a dragon.
Hashtag dragon. All right. So
I take it the rage song ended.
I have stopped singing. Yes.
All right.
there you
You
guys are.
can't sing and weep at the same time.
So there you guys are at the bottom here. The sounds of the fierce battle going overhead, occasionally debris falling, with this caged up dragon with a crazy locked metal bondage all around it.
I need a hand getting this off. I'm not swinging my hammer on this thing. That's gonna hurt it more than I'm gonna hurt the bonds.
More
Now-
importantly, how do we get back up?
Up the chain, climb. I imagine. Maybe
All
we
right.
just hold on while
Or
here.
we can get the dragon out and he'll fly us out.
That might work too.
Now, me being an amazing spellcaster, do I know how to like get this device off of him magically, maybe? Or
Do study it with a spellcraft.
sure.
I'm gonna spellcraft as well.
You'll notice how he says that he was an amazing caster, not just a caster.
Yeah. You mean Fenris being Fenris? Yeah. Spellcraft check. Go away.
I don't know where my dice is. No. Nat 20.
I got a 24.
20 something. I don't care. He's got to have fun. Go nuts.
All right. Boy, as far as magically opening this thing, that would require, you can think of a few spells that would do the trick. This is a magical lock, so a simple, or magical object, so a shatter spell wouldn't work. You would have to hope you could overpower it with a knock spell, or if you could temporarily subdue the magic with Dispel Magic, or even greater Dispel. And there are a few things that you think could destroy it, like, say, a Disintegrate, but you don't really have that on
What about
hand.
a break?
Break? The spell Break?
Yeah.
I don't know the spell Break. Let me look at the spell Break.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I can't cast it right now. I didn't select it, but I wish I did.
You know what? I really wish, because like I was going over, because I made a spell kitting scroll, and I looked at that spell.
What,
Knock.
break?
Knock.
Okay.
Oh well. Well, it's not like I can do spell kitting right now. I am almost out of spells.
Yeah. The only way we're going to be able to break this thing is to keep on hammering it.
Can I get a knowledge arcana check on this thing?
I would love to do that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
On my dice. 22.
20.
So, you're able to identify this looking closely at it. This entire contraption is made of adamantite,
Yeah.
which is extremely difficult to physically break.
How fucked up is my sword?
Your sword's alright. It's hard to damage your sword in the process of trying to break it, unless you, like, really fucked up. But
I feel like it'd be dented to hell, but whatever.
it's aight. But that thing is gonna be hard to break. It does have a spot for some sort of key that you think could open it, but then you're having to guess where the fuck the key is.
I'll go check the dead kobold that's on the ground.
Which one?
All of them.
Give me
Yeah,
a perception
times-
check.
Time to loot some kobolds.
That's a 27.
You go looking.
Wait. It's a 28.
Are you adding your +2 to heroism there, buddy?
No.
Okay.
What? Wait. Yes,
can't-
yes, I am. I am. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, what do I have heroism from?
Me.
Kargan?
No,
That's-
then I'm not. I'm not.
Before we enter this camp, I'm like,
I have a 30. There we are.
Jesus.
We did it. We did
All right.
simple math.
You guys begin running over to search through the bodies, hoping that one of these kobolds could have the key. Turning to search through them, you find, they all are carrying crossbows and some vials of some nasty-looking liquid. But none of them seem to have a key, though one of them does seem to have a scrawled note in Draconic.
I give the note to Kargan.
What? Oh. I can read this. Neat. What
That's
is
why I gave it to you.
It basically says, Zitch, you lost the key for the last time. Again, when it's your turn to feed the dragon, the key will be in the main den, hanging up by the throne. Idiot.
We gotta find the. Wow, this is a very rude note. Number one. Number two, we gotta find the main den. Apparently, the key is in the throne room.
Well, looking around you, there are approximately 4 different tunnels that lead out of this pit, and a chain you could attempt to climb back up.
What's the biggest tunnel?
It would be the one to the southeast.
I go down that one.
All right.
I will follow him.
I'm gonna climb up the rope
The
chain.
chain. All right, I'm going to need a climb check from you.
I can
That's
fucking
a long
do that.
way. It's a long way.
And I haven't done any cardio today.
Mm.
So that is going to be 26, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, you begin climbing up the chain. You know, as Tyr and Kargan run off into one of the tunnels, Haser begins climbing the chain upwards. Fenris?
I'm just gonna start floating up while I'm commanding my owlbear to come with me.
Ow?
Your owlbear.
He's climbing.
Okay, I'm gonna need a climb check from the owlbear. It's the final cardio.
21.
All right, the owlbear begins climbing up after Haser. Says you guys
We
begin.
should have split the party. Oh my god.
You totally just split the party.
Eh.
So Kargan and Tyr are going off down the tunnel.
Yep.
With the lights, with the magic oil on Tyr's sword currently illuminating and lighting the way. Plus the light, I think that Kargan casts light spell too.
Uh-huh.
And they're climbing up the chain, not the wall. Climbing up the wall would be disastrous and dangerous. So-
Hilarious.
And hilarious. So you guys begin going up through the tunnel there, and I'm gonna need perception checks.
Yo.
23.
18.
I love having a plus 10 perception.
So Tyra, you're just like walking along, and suddenly your foot goes down, and you hear a click as you step on a rock, and feel it give way underneath you.
This is what you get for not trying to climb.
I can't climb for shit.
You realize that your foot has just stepped on some sort of trigger or pressure plate, and the moment you move it, something's going to happen.
I keep my foot down.
Why did we stop?
This area is trapped, and I think I just sprung the trap if I keep moving.
Okay. So.
Look at my foot.
Oh. Okay, so let's think this through.
Can look to see if you can disarm it?
Okay, I'm gonna try and look for the trap.
Perception check.
Wow, that's a nat 20.
I mean, kobold traps are crude yet really effective. So it's not that hard to find exactly what everything had been set up. By setting his foot on this rock, it was set on the end of basically like a lever, which propped up, and you see the minute it has pushed another mechanism upwards alongside the wall. And the minute you look up there that he takes his foot off of this, it's going to drop the ceiling on you guys.
How much of the ceiling?
That you're not certain, but there's an amount that's going to drop. Now, to attempt to disarm it, you would need a disable device skill, which you have to have trained to use.
Wait, I might have that. I'm not kidding.
What?
I might have put a point in it.
Of all fucking things.
Okay.
You understand, Chira's been putting a point into everything just so he can try.
I do not
everything.
have a disabled device.
Okay. If you remove that foot, the ceiling's going to come down on us.
So do you want to just run like hell?
I cast Featherfall on the ceiling?
Featherfall doesn't work on the ceiling.
Fuck.
Wait! No.
I mean, that's clever. I'm not gonna lie. But
I want to intimidate the ceiling.
you can try. You can totally try to intimidate the ceiling. I will not stop you from trying to intimidate the ceiling.
All right, Kargan.
Yeah.
On the count of 3, I'm going to just
Can we-
start running.
Can we just put a heavy rock on top of said trap and just keep walking?
That's a great idea. Where's the heavy rock? And maybe that rock's trapped, so just be careful.
Yeah, heavy rock's trapped. Oh boy. I'm gonna go look for a rock that's heavy enough to keep the trap pressed.
Okay, make a perception check.
That is.
Can I perceive from where I'm standing to see if I can help find a rock while I'm standing?
That's a wee little
Absolutely.
15.
I mean, it doesn't take long. You're in a cave.
I crit failed.
You start looking around here, and you're panicking. You're like, "Oh, there's a rock. Oh, wait, I'm standing on it." You spy the rock that you're currently standing on, and think for a second, but then you realize that you can't do that. Kargan, you find the rock. It's not hard. You're in a cave tunnel, and you find a rock just over by the side of the wall there. Not that difficult.
I almost took my collapsible bathtub and used the 20-pound tub as a rock.
That's not necessary. Okay, I am going to very carefully replace Chira's foot with the heavy rock.
All right, you lift up the rock, and I need you to make a reflex save.
Was that rock trap too?
It's 18.
As you open it up there's a small tiny explosion that comes immediately up from the rock, and you're able to react in time by literally just dropping the rock and pushing it to smother the explosion, and manage to avoid taking any damage from it.
But it blows up the rock. Damn.
No, the rock is still there.
I love that rock.
That rock was my savior.
No, but you can, the trap has been spent now.
Okay. I think you are free now.
All right, now, I'm gonna need a dexterity check or a sleight of hand check to try and switch the rock with Chira's foot.
Come on, Indiana Jones.
That's gonna be flat dexterity, and I'm really happy about this heroism bullshit that I cast earlier.
My dex is terrible.
This isn't you. This is Kargan.
I know. I'm glad.
Oh
No, don't fuck me. Don't fuck me.
no! Look, we're both fucked here. 14.
And there is and as you quickly pull off Chira's foot and put down the rock, you both need to make reflex saves.
Run!
Oh, god damn it.
Oh my god.
This is the worst
So
thing.
bad.
I think Fire
16.
would have been better.
Kargan?
We're having a lot of fun here. 18.
Okay. So that is enough to avoid getting pinned beneath the rubble, but you're still going to take some falling debris damage.
Fine.
But luckily, you're not covered. So as you, oh god, 14 points of damage to both of you.
Oh my god.
Fucking ow!
If you'd have failed, the rocks you'd have been pinned underneath the rocks. As a large part of the ceiling falls, and you guys take rocks and dive to the side, it's actually at this moment that as the ceiling gives way, you watch a large red foot crush through the same whole area that's ceiling as a dragon's foot comes crashing in right in front of you guys.
I'd like to take an attack of opportunity on the dragon's foot.
Fuck it, I'll allow it.
Alright, let's do this. That is... And I'm power attacking.
Good job.
Alright, that is... Let's see here. A 26.
You're like, okay. And you immediately swing out of the foot, and it just bounces right off the thing's scales.
Oh, no.
Yep. Welcome to dragons, baby.
And then the foot pulls itself back out as you begin to hear renewed and closer sounds of the dragon
Wait,
battling negotiator.
It's a 27 because of the
Heroism.
oil.
And heroism.
I didn't add... Okay.
It
I
still
haven't
misses.
added any of... Okay. It was
okay.
29.
It still misses. It still just banks off of its scale.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate this dragon. I hate this fucking cave. I hate everything down here. Can we just find this bullshit key?
The best part is because I know that you haven't factored in, but I am factoring in your fatigue.
Okay.
But the thing is that you hear renewed sounds of a much closer negotiator fighting the dragon.
So, am I falling through something at this point?
No,
where am I positioned?
You were fighting with the dragon, and its foot fell into the floor temporarily. Like, it caved through the floor.
Is the throne room above us at this point? Because there's a giant hole where that dragon foot was.
Okay, so El Negociador comes over. Basically, the foot comes through as he basically power bombs a dragon that is over 100 feet taller than he is to the ground, shoving his foot through the bottom of the cave floor. I'm guessing.
Did he just fucking powerbomb a dragon? What the hell?
As the foot
Nothing on my shit.
As the foot comes out, you're able to catch a view looking up through there of a bleeding, scratched up, but still fighting negotiator, battling it out with this dragon as they immediately move away from the cave, from the hole there. Meanwhile, climbing up the chain there, Hasser, Owlbear, and Levitating Venerus make it to the top where you don't see Hiram. He seems to have, for one reason or another, abandoned the winch.
Gold.
Yeah, it didn't need to be said. He's looking for the gold.
Well, that's the thing. The gold's all right there, but you now don't see the dragon negotiator, but you can hear the sounds of them fighting off in a tunnel over to the east.
Can I just take a quick second to look around, see if anything's different out of the ordinary when we come up there?
Make a perception check.
Yeah. Does anything look like
dollars?
Brony?
Yeah. 16.
You do notice that there's a lot of structural damage that's been caused to the area. And as far as otherwise different, it's empty in here, which seems kind of odd. And there are 12 different tunnels that seem to branch out from this main room.
All right. So I'm trying to think like a dragon right now. Like, if I was a red dragon, where would I put my throne? And I'm just trying to survey the area and just head to that direction.
Oh.
And I'm gonna go towards the yelling.
All right. You begin making your way over there. Fair enough. Let's see. How well can you think like a dragon? I want you to first give me a Knowledge Arcana check, and then I want you to give me a just straight intelligence check following.
18 plus 13, 31.
All right, now give me a flat
intelligence.
intelligence check. So this is what you know about dragons, which is a substantial amount. Now let's see how well you can think like one.
I rolled a 3, so 8.
Oh, I love it. You're like, so for a brief moment, no one's there to see this but Bank. But you literally, for a moment, look and go, if I was a dragon, and you start going, roar, roar, my throne, roar, and and you
Oh, I
go
wish I
around
could see
and you
that.
like literally curl up and lay down on top of a pile of gold for a moment, trying to channel your inner dragon. And
Sweet.
oh, let's see here.
Oh!
Wow!
What the hell?
What happened?
Please tell me
and
that's good.
you. Oh my God! So
Holy shit!
so for those of you, I just
What?
rolled a percentile out of 1 in 100 to see if he stumbled across something in his really poor dragonism. And you come curl up there and you pile up there. You dig yourself a little bit into the gold and find yourself leaning up against a really warm pillar of earth sticking up out of the ground. And there, and you see that pillar of earth sticking up out of the ground. It's got some like carved notches into it. It looks like a dragon has coiled around it multiple times. And there, sitting at the top of this pillar, is a. You kind of just look up and notice as you've kind of curled up your way around it, like that there's a long sword up at the top with a chain and a large thick metal key like attached, like wrapped around the crossguard.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and grab both the sword and the key.
The sword weighs more than 5 pounds.
Alright, I'll grab the key then.
As you go to grab the key and the chain begins to pull off, the chain is attached to the sword.
Fine. I cast Levitate on myself, fly up, and use my 7th strength to try to pull this thing off.
I mean, it's not like dug in there deep. It actually looks like it's built into a pedestal as you grab this sword.
Wait,
Okay.
7 strength?
Yep, because of blood money.
Blood money.
He took
Okay.
strength damage earlier to resurrect that.
Well, there.
And oh man, this sword is. You feel brave. You feel like you can fight that dragon.
I'm definitely keeping this from everyone.
Ass! You don't even use a sword.
It just.
I mean,
you
he
know,
did levitate up. I
Oh.
think Casser would have at least seen you do that.
No,
Hasser ran off to the tunnel right away. And
Oh,
Chris
did he?
just
I
spent
went
a
to
bit
stay.
of
I-
time.
I haven't had to kill anything. Ugh, I've wasted buffs. It's just...
Alright, can I do a spellcraft to see if I know anything more about the sword?
Absolutely.
Alright. 8 plus a 21.
Okay. It's you can't tell what, but it seems to be literally a sword that's layered with enchantments that are aimed for helping one fight dragons.
Oh.
It seems to bolster you against the fear that dragons emanate, and seems to be especially keen on smiting dragons.
So I feel like I can take on this dragon, right?
You feel not afraid of it.
Those are
Not
different
in
things.
the least bit. You're like, oh, fuck that dragon. I got this sword.
Hell yeah.
Can I point out that Xander's probably thought that either way, and the sword's only helping him?
I am jumping back. Do I know where the dragon is before
You
I
hear
do
it
this?
off the cave. You hear it down the tunnel. You see where Hasser went running.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely jumping down while I still have levitate on.
Whee!
And I'm going charging straight at the dragon to try to slay the thing.
Okay. So Hasser, you go running down the tunnel, and
I do.
before you know it and you get there, you're running past a hole in the ground. Because you can see this dragon fighting the negotiator off at the end of the tunnel. You're running past this hole in the ground. Out of the corner, you look down and you see Chira and Kargan in a tunnel beneath that hole in the ground.
If I can guess how deep does the hole go down?
20 feet. It
Yeah.
looks like it's not a very big tunnel, but it looks like literally about 10 feet worth of earth, thickness of earth, got broken away.
Hello?
I said we sprung a trap and a dragon foot attacked us.
All right. Can you jump up 10 feet?
Can you throw down a rope?
Can you jump 10 feet?
Can you dangle your meteor hammer and I'll grab it?
That's why I'm asking. Can you jump 10 feet?
I'll damn well try.
All right, I lower down my
Is the
meteor
throne
hammer.
room up there, though?
There's a dragon over there I can hear. That's what I'm going to check out.
We haven't even found
All
the
right,
throne room yet.
so let's
Is
see.
this
if
time to
Chira's
be a
gonna
jump boy?
Jump.
All right, I guess I
Perhaps
jump.
well, one of you can lift the other first.
No, I'm just gonna jump.
All right.
Acrobatics.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That is a 22.
You got
That's-
a 4-foot vertical?
So that's yeah, that's enough. You hop up and you grab on the end of the meteor hammer.
Grab my feet.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, grab his feet. I can do this.
Yeah, Hasser, you're strong enough to pull him up. Like, that's not even
yeah.
an issue. You're really strong. As you pull Chira up there, Kargan, are you doing the same?
Yeah.
Well, I thought Kargan
kicking
was
my
grabbing
feet.
onto his feet,
Grab my feet.
and I pulled them both up at the same time.
Oh, I'm going to need a strength check for that.
Well,
Oh,
let me
no
at least
doubt,
try an
no
acrobatic first.
One of them you can do without a check. Two at the same time, that's going to require a check.
All right, 22.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Like, Kargan grabs onto Chira's feet, and you're just like, and you pull them up by the meteor hammer, one with the other holding onto the ankles.
All right, upsy daisy.
I give Sarah a hug.
All right, now, are you coming to the dragon? I want this day to be over very much.
At this moment, you guys watch Venris run past you, holding an ornate-looking, gleaming silver longsword in his hand, a look of maniacal confidence on his face, and
Can I-
perception check?
Can I trip him?
Yep, I'm already on it.
Yeah.
I was saying, can I trip him?
24.
21.
And
25.
And a bluish silver key dangling from
I
a chain
yell.
attached to the pommel.
Yeah.
I yell,
Can-
Venris, you fuck!
I toss them the key. Guys, found the key, and I'm gonna go slay the dragon. Bye.
I grab the key and I run back to the dragon.
Can I try to trip him as he's
I-
walking past or running past with my meteor hammer?
At the moment,
Motherfucker.
you were still recovering from picking
All
them
right.
up. So he kind of runs past you guys like, what? He throws the key at you and then keeps running with the sword in hand saying he's going to slay the dragon.
I go to catch the key.
It's an easy toss for you to catch. They have to.
Right. I want to take the key and I'm just making a beeline back to freeing that dragon.
Following my brother.
All right, I guess I'll try to make sure Venus doesn't kill himself.
That's a really good idea because I think he's gonna go kill himself.
Right, well, you could do that too, because I'm pretty sure that other dragon, Mr. Caligros, is going to be fine in his cage for now.
Yeah, but if we can get that thing off of him, it might
enemy's
weaken the bigger
draining the
dragon
life
that's
out of
draining
him.
him.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
We'll depower bad dragon, we'll save good dragon, and then we'll all take a very long nap.
I mean, if El Negociador is having such a time with the dragon right now, think of how much easier of a time he'll be having
When
that
I arrive.
dragon's
Let's
weaker.
talk before moving, let's go!
Right, we'll talk about how Caligros may not actually be good later on. Go ahead.
All right, so Chir and Kargan are running back down to the hole because it's not that far of a drop. They just pop back in and get going. While Hasser is running to catch up with Venris, with Bank running behind him, scribbling in a notebook the whole time. Okay, so you guys go booking off down the hall, chasing after Negotiator fighting this dragon.
Oh, yeah. I'm like super pumped, so I'm casting swiftness on myself
Oh
for the extra 30 movement speed.
Hasser, he suddenly speeds up to like double your movement speed and just runs like Bionic Man music. With this
While I'm
sword-
grateful for it, I'm still like, God damn it. We're still doing this shit. I'm still not confident about fighting a dragon. Oh wait! Am I going fast enough that I can catch up to him and grab him by the scruff of his neck?
No,
No,
he is
cast it on
running,
himself.
and he increased his movement speed, so he's running like 60. He's moving
All right.
almost twice your movement.
So I guess I'll just keep going then.
If you want to even try to catch up, it's a cardio Hasser time.
No, I've already done some cardio. I'm
He
good
needs
for
this
today.
montage music.
All right, so you guys go booking off as he goes banking off in the hallway. You running side by side with Bank, who's scribbling in a book the entire time. As you guys go bounding off there, Cheer and Kargan, it's a quick run for you to get back there. You kind of actually get to slide down the parts of the like the tunnel's partially collapsed now, so you're able to slide down the rubble, get up there, and run back to the cage.
Okay.
Where this dragon is sitting in there.
I unlocked the neck thing.
You go in there, put in the key, and the second you turn it, the muzzle thing opens up, and a lot of the bonds break, and this dragon's eyes flare open, and immediately just like twists and turns and throws the thing off of it, and stands up and looks and glares directly at you. Who are you?
We're the ones who just freed you. And we're here on behalf of El Negociador.
El Negociador. He is here?
He's here and he's fighting Big Papa Redman,
Racist.
Baleful.
the dragon.
Come. He'll need our help. Even he will need our help. He looks back at that gem and like smacks it with his tail so it flies out of the cage. And
I just jump on his back.
Yep.
it just reaches open and tears the cage open with its claws. Hold tight, manlings. And phew.
Manlings?
And,
While we're flying away, I'm like, we're gonna be friends after this, right?
So as you go flying away there, so rounding the corner as you guys go flying up out of the pit, Kargan and Chira on the back of Calagros the Dread, as you guys go flying up. Kargan Hasser, you guys round the corner, and there you see squared off, and there's a large room with actually a steaming hot spring, about like bigger than an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Like steam rising off of it. And on each side
so nice.
of the spring, there's the negotiator on one side, his hands up. You know, he's actually breathing a little hard, and he's got scratches on him, and the dragon also is like looking around and glaring at him, little like broken scales, one eye swollen shut, as Venrus and Hasser round the corner.
Are we approaching like behind the dragon, or where are we relative to them?
Basically, imagine you are running in, and you see to your left on the side of this pool is the dragon, and on the right, on the other side of the pool, roughly 200 feet away, is El Negociador.
Okay.
All right. So during this time, as I keep on running, I'm going to be casting for my last focus power and transmutation legacy weapon to give myself +1 enhance bonus on the sword I'm carrying. And I'm using 2 points of divination focus and giving myself +2 to hit.
So we're just gonna like chuck the sword at him?
No, and as soon as I get there, I'm just going to jump, try to stab him with it, and say, the noodler is here.
Give me a melee attack roll charge as you come bounding around the corner.
Wait, no,
full
we can't
speed.
make it. We can't let him make that a good thing.
The noodler is here!
Alright, this is going to end horribly. Not 20!
Holy fuck
Wow.
stick!
Holy shit!
That's some bullshit.
This is my
What?
Slays the dragon.
What?
What?
As,
Like, fate is on your side.
so at this moment, you come
Says Kira.
flying through the
Yeah,
air
I know, right?
like, the noodler is here! Raising the longsword over your head and swinging it down his face. The negotiator, you look over and see this. The dragon looks over and it kind of goes what the fuck? As in this slow motion moment, you notice the amulet that it's wearing, the glow fade, and the dragon suddenly kind of like deflate a little bit in its power. And you connect critically with the longsword.
Holy
Please
shit!
tell me I killed it. Please
is
tell
on-
me I killed it.
And drive it right into the, like, hack off one of its wings. Right in the spot. And then you land in front of it. And the dragon roars out in pain. It just reaches over to smack you.
And this is where I die.
It gets a nat 1.
What?
Holy fuck!
Ladies and gentlemen, nat 1. The dragon like rears back, it's blinded in pain, and just completely swings over Venris. At this moment, the negotiator runs over and grabs the other end of Hasser's meteor hammer and twirls and throws Hasser through the air. Hasser, I'm
Perfect.
going to need you to make a charging attack roll.
Okay. let's do
I
it.
need the negotiator yell for this unorthodox attack.
Do I still add my
Everything.
regular BAB?
Everything. It's
Okay.
an attack from you. He's just giving you.
Like,
So-
here, I will help.
Okay, 26,
So, can I
25.
yay or nay on that attack? Can I illustrate this one?
Absolutely, go for it.
Perfect. Okay, so I walk over and I grab the hammer, and just with one giant hand, I say, "Even small men can do great things." Dragon.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. As you fly through the air, and the attack just bounces off the scales, but you land on top of its back. Make a acrobatics check to see how well you catch your footing.
All right. 22.
This is the
Yeah,
greatest
you
game.
land, you swing, and it just bounces off, but you land firmly on your feet on top of its back. We lost Kargan. And Chira, you come, and at this moment, another dragon comes flying through the tunnel. Over its Caligros comes flying in, with Chira upon his back. And Kargan,
How close are we to the other? How close do we are to the bad dragon?
You're
You're riding
charging
it.
right at them. You're on the. At this point, if you want to make a successful
This is
acrobatics
what I'm
check,
thinking. This is exactly what I want.
You can be riding on top of his head, sword drawn.
All right. That is, what is my acrobatics? Hold on. It is a 17.
Okay, your man so wobbly stand on top of him, great sword in hand, as this dragon comes careening around the corner. Before flying, it mutters some words, and a large skeleton of a giant with a massive stone club raises up out of the hot springs. As you go, and it goes into bite, and successfully clamps its teeth onto the shoulder of the other dragon. With you on top of its head, you can make an attack on it.
Can I enrage as I do this?
Yeah, Kargan is singing his rage song.
I'd be pretty pissed.
Okay. Let's see this. I'm going to power attack and add these bonuses here, and that is, I rolled an 18 plus 12. I roll a 30.
All right, you managed to hit. roll that beautiful damage as you standing on top of this dragon's head. You're now looking at Hasser, who's standing on its back, and you just drive your sword down into its shoulder.
It's 22 damage.
Like, it takes a bit, but you drive it in there.
Yeah, it's 22 damage.
Yeah, driving the sword down. Okay. This dragon is about to fall. I want tell me your cinematic group combo for how you're taking this dragon down.
I'm on its back.
You're on its back. Chira just drove his sword into its shoulder. Venrus is at the ground in front of it, and El Negociador is behind him. Kargan is on the back of the dragon, like with his hammer in his hand, chanting a war song.
I'm gonna toss my dragon sword to Hasser.
Okay.
Toss it to me. I just don't.
The sword.
Lord.
Oh, good. Kargan's back in time for the dramatic cinematic finish. The sword goes flying hand over hand in the air. Chira, you are in a position that you could attempt to snatch it, but it's flying at Hasser.
I'm snatching it.
Make a reflex check.
What is my reflex? It is. I got a 19.
That's enough. You reach out and catch the longsword in your hand, and suddenly, this dragon means nothing to you. You feel empowered that you can fight this dragon. So come on, guys. So the start of the combo is Venrus tossing the sword in the air. Chira catches it.
Am I still like? I'm on the dragon, right?
You're on Caligros's head, who is biting into the shoulder of this other dragon.
Jam it into his neck. Like, I'm on top of his head, so I jam it into his neck, and then I jump off him and, like, wrap around underneath him along his throat as I'm falling down his body with the sword.
Hasser.
And then I toss the sword to Hasser on the way down.
You're, like, falling down and then throw the sword back up into the air.
I'm picking up what Chira's putting down. I grab the sword, jam it into the other side of the neck, and wrap my meteor hammer around it, and use that as I jump off of its back and start sliding down with the sword and trying to yank the head off, clean off with the rest of my meteor hammer.
All right, you go sitting down there, wrapping it around. The meteor hammer's not enough to wrap around the full neck of this thing, but you're able to use it, wrapping it around the sword, to dig in there and give yourself a whole extra swing. As now Chira has drove it in and cut all around the left side, and you cut all around the right side, swinging over there. Kargan?
I am back. What the hell did I miss?
You and Chira rode in on the dragon while you were cheering a war song. Venrus cut the thing's wing off with a dragon-slaying sword he found, threw it to Chira, who stabbed it into the side of its neck and swung down with the sword digging through it, cutting into half of the thing's body. He hits the ground, tosses the sword up to Hasser, who dives into the other side and swings it around. This thing's head is like lost most of the meat around it and is bleeding profusely, and you're standing on the back of Caligros, who is biting this thing's shoulder, in perfect lining up for you to go for the last moment of the combo before El Negociador.
I don't have the sword, so I guess I take my hammer and I do a flying leap and I just bring it down with all of my might upon it's going to knock this head loose.
All right, you come running up there. Kargan jumps screaming like that scene in 300 where the guy, not 300, but Rain of Fire where the guy actually dies, but you do it cool, and you jump with your hammer straight dragon's head and slam it right into its nose, pushing its head going down towards the ground where Hasser and Chira are standing on opposite sides of it, and Negotiator is standing right in front of its head.
Grab his head.
So El Negociador,
Grab his head.
In true anime protagonist style, rears back and does like one punch man into the initial wound that was made by Chira, and just attempts to punch the head straight off.
And with a rear back there, El Negociador takes his fist and just punches this barely hanging on head as it flies across the room, decapitating the dragon.
Yeah. We won?
See, that was a piece of cake.
Just these flats to the ground. Ha ha! I knew it would be easy.
I kind of missed part of that. What? I got really, really, really into my own song there.
You all right there, Hosser?
How many more bottles of wine do you have, Venrus?
I toss him one and I chug with him.
So the guys are standing over. Caligros the dragon looks and shakes off and goes, "Ah, El Negociador, my friend. Thank you for coming to my rescue."
You are welcome, Caligros. I come in any time of need.
How did you know to find that I was captured?
Oh, these little ones brought me. They said you might need some help. Bluff. Can I roll for that?
Do it. Because you're
Okay,
totally
let's
lying
just
out
see.
your ass.
Oh, let me
I know,
see.
we're not little at all. We're like freaking huge.
Well, you're at least big in Japan.
That's a 3. I'm lying.
He kind of you've messed with all your bluster. It's obvious to everyone that you're lying for your teeth, but matter not. I am in debt to all of you for your aid. He now kind of like looks completely exhausted and just kind of slumps to the floor.
So what the fuck even happened here in the first place?
Belethorn. He came, caught me unawares, him and his children, and they bound me and used some of my own items and magic to sap my strength to empower himself. He found out about the mines, the adamantite, below in the mountain, but he couldn't control my skeleton, so he began abducting other people to use as slave labor.
Speaking of skeletons, I grab the dagger and I cut myself again, casting blood money. Oh, I know this is gonna fail, but I'm doing it.
Twitch chat knows what you're doing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, man.
Don't. What? Remember when I told you like 10 episodes ago? Don't write checks your
Yeah.
ass in cash.
While he's doing that, I want to try and take some scales from this fucker.
Well, that's a swift action, so then I'm gonna cast Animate Dead on the big old dragon.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Let's see here. You said blood money is what that's really called? I need to read exactly how that works.
Just tell me how much gold I need to spend. I can reduct the strength.
Oh,
there.
how much gold you would need to spend in order to...
To resurrect an ancient dragon.
Let's see here. It's 25 gold per hit die.
That's a lot of hit die. Ancient Dragon has like what, 390 health?
Time to take out a
so-
small loan of $1 million, boys.
Or 30 strength to spend on blood money.
Oh god, let's see. That's so.
I think it's like 500 gold per strength that I need to deduct.
Well, it's 30 hit die, so 25 per. That's what 7,500. 7,000, or wait, 30 times 25. I'm derping. Yeah, 7,500. So that's that would require you for every 500 gold to lose a point of strength. That would require you 15 points of strength. You would literally kill yourself.
But then you can come back and try to resurrect him when you're dead.
Man, all right. Then I just look down on the ground, disappointed, with blood dripping on my hand.
I don't know what you expect there.
Wait.
Caligros, this sad noodle wishes to learn some things about necromancy. Could you assist him?
Yeah, apparently I'm very bad at it.
No, you start to, and you realize as you begin like drawing the blood, you like kind of go pale, realizing the amount of your blood that it would take would literally
Is all of
kill
it.
you, and then some. And you kind of just like, oh.
Wait a second.
No.
Whatever.
So yeah, he is to resurrect the skeleton. Nice try though. I'm gonna give you some points of that time to go. So
Caligros, do we need to clear out the rest of this guy's children?
they are insolent, insignificant worms that we can handle. I saw the oldest flee.
Alright. I'm gonna skin the guy.
Begin skinning Bale for
I want his body stuff.
I'm gonna talk to Caligros here.
Yeah,
so-
same.
Caligros, do you happen to know the people that were abducted? Where are they now?
They should be down in the mines.
Can you take us down there?
Yes, if you give me a moment to rest, or I can just direct you. But beware. I think some of the kobolds may have still be
It's trapped.
following his orders. There are traps. But if you give me a moment to compose myself, I can lead you down.
El
there safely.
Negotiator, are you ready?
I'm
Yes.
already halfway dragging the head out of the cave and have to turn around to hear you. What?
The people that were abducted, right? We had to get them still.
Oh, yes, of course.
So are you come? Whatever. Caligros, which way? How long will it take you to recover?
Just give me a few minutes. I just need to compose
All right.
myself.
I'll finish the wine while I'm waiting.
He kind of sits back up, closes his eyes, and like glows for a moment, and suddenly before you stands a well-dressed, like middle-aged man, slight salt and pepper hair, finely trimmed mustache and a soul patch, wearing fine red robes before you.
Oh, that's badass.
I want to think to myself, like, I really wonder what else he could turn into.
You motherfucker.
I can lead you there and ensure the safety. He says in a human voice, and please, he turns to Venerus and says, I will teach you what I know in the ways of the arcane rites and necromancy, if that is your wish. I will gladly pay that and that due for saving my life.
I point at the dragon. Can you teach me how to resurrect that thing?
That may yet be
That
beyond your
thing.
power, but I can teach you the ways to do so.
Fair enough.
You can't create more hit die of undead than twice your caster level with a single cast.
Oh, I know, but
You-
Venner says it.
Yeah, you just wanted to do it. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he agrees and is like, we will. And, he's able to lead you down there, and you find a good number of people that are, like, as he approaches, like, first some kobolds come out of hiding and are like, Master! Master! You're free! And are all excited. As they, then he sets free there's probably about 25 captive people that are down there, and they look like emaciated. They're wearing chains and like a chain gang. And
Okay, I'll heal whoever needs it and give them water. I can't do food.
Yeah, neither can I.
he's like, he gestures one of the calls, go, get food from the stores. We must feed these people. And then he turns and looks back at all these crumpled skeletons on the ground, raises his hands, and they spring to life, grab up the mining equipment, and go back to work as he nods and then begins to walk back out of the tunnels.
Oh,
Doesn't waste any time.
Orgasm.
Necro.
Venrus make me feel really uncomfortable right about now.
Venrus, I'm going to need you to roll for sexual tension with the Necro Dragon.
Yeah.
we are
Yeah.
so going to bone later.
He means with the skeletons.
That's a 15.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, let's be honest.
Did you see that transformation? Holy shit.
I have a stiffy.
Oh,
It's like a femur
Necro
at
pun,
this point.
Stiffy. So he's able to, get everything there and sort out, and he feeds and assists in healing you guys and starts getting stuff back in order, and we lost Shira. It's the night of technical difficulties, everyone.
Yeah.
So you guys are then able to, and he's like looks at you and says, "Please, if there is any boon that I can grant you, a gift even from my horde for saving my life, I shall give it to you."
Perhaps you could. I'm sorry. Could there is a item that I would like created. I know Kargan was working on it, but a wondrous item that can cast leaded blades.
I will. I do not believe I know that spell, but
No. But Venus knows it. Yes.
Correct.
I myself am not an enchanter of items. That is not a specialty that I can do. I can gladly grant you one of the items that I have.
All right. I ask too much of you.
I merely can only give what I am capable.
I understand.
Yes, and my friend is tired, and we must feast.
And
And
yeah,
the dragon?
the dragon is tired. Yeah.
Well,
he's-
I meant the dead one.
Oh, the dead? No, the dead dragon's just dead.
And saying we feast on the dead dragon.
Oh, yes. No.
I
He's not
still
gonna
wanna take
eat his
all
own kin.
Well, not him.
Yeah.
Us.
Oh, well,
I-
yeah, absolutely. If you wanna. So, you guys are gonna have a wrap-up feast with him, and kind of. He has, to help get some things back in order, and then he will help transport you all down the mountain. Once he is rested and recovered, he'll just fly you down.
Anything
thank
not
God.
to go down the mountain again.
About that reward.
You already got your thing.
So, where it's going to happen from here is in celebration from this is you guys will have your little fish feast here, and he will be able to reward you with boon for an item or something from his horde, as well as he's agreed to help teach Venris necromancy. If you guys don't mind also further helping him out while he gets things back in order, he promises to have you back in Victoria Point in time for the Independence Festival.
Fine,
Okay.
we'll all have our little yub nub celebration here.
Is that amongst the emaciated and the dejected slaves? Is that what elf that was very rude to me from the Diamond Beetles still around?
Yes, you do recognize one of the diamond beetles there, eating the food and kind of sitting in the corner looking sullen.
You don't get any.
I just walk up and I nod and I go, "Your compatriots had moved on. Where they are heading, I do not know, but I assume that you do. If you need any help getting to the way you need to, let me know."
He responds back in in Elven. "Thank you, brother. I apologize for my harsh words. I owe my life to you."
It's
Damn right you do.
it's
You
fine.
better say you're sorry. I say in Elvish.
I glare back at my brother. I go, "If it's fine. It's
So,
forgiveness often trumps all else."
so this is where we're going to be ending this part of the episode with the group managing to come together and triumph over this despite nearly dying on a few occasions. And,
What else?
Yeah,
this is-
and it
seriously.
wasn't me this time.
And
I know.
this is just for everyone because here. This is what's going to happen for the next episode. There's going to be a bit of a 3-week time skip ahead, as they're going to spend
Okay.
some time Venris learning the ways of necromancy from this dragon, and as well as everyone helping out here before they go back for the festival, in which they will embark upon festivities and the most epic drinking bender that you can imagine, with compliments of El Negociador. And they will,
Yeah.
and Hiram Hiram is there. He's eating too. He's safe. He came out of hiding. He was literally hiding in the pile of gold.
He was doing Snow Angel.
He Scrooge McDuck that shit. So, when we come back next week, we'll fill in on what the group was up to over those 3 weeks as we end here on episode 16. We will be recording again live next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/TForce Podcast. And we release twice a week on iTunes. Check us on social media. We're on Twitter at TForce RPG, YouTube. Facebook, and of course the TrinityForceNetwork.com. You can find tabletop information there to sign up to play games with our community. We have a whole bunch of people and a whole lot going on. So thank you everyone for listening and watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace.
And everyone's also level 6.
Oh, beautiful. That's what I needed.
So,
All right, so here's the real kicker. Since I'm level 6 now, should I take Die Hard, which makes it if I hit 0 health, I can immediately take an action?
well, that's a good choice. All right, Twitch chat, we're gonna sign off of here from the stream. Y'all have a good
All right.
night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Or
Uh,